Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. Dobie, Dobie.
My name's Dobie Gillis. I'll tell you what I love. A girl named Thalia Mininger. I'll tell you what Thalia Mininger loves. Money. Here, I'll show you.
Hi, Dobie.
Thalia, my love, my sweet, my affinity.
I'm busy, Dobie. What'd you ask me here for?
Thalia, my darling. You know I love you more than life itself. I worship the ground you walk on.
Dobie, are you getting ready to ask me to go to the picnic at Cedar Lake Saturday?
Yeah.
Can you get your father's car?
Well, I don't know for
Harley
sure.
Millcloss has asked me.
Harley Millcloss? Well, he's only 15 and a half years old.
Yes, and his father's car is only 1.5 years old.
Okay, I'll get my father to let me have the car.
And I presume
promise.
that I can take any of my friends I may care to invite?
Well, I was hoping you and we could just... Okay, I know. Harley Millcloss. All right. Any of your friends you want to invite.
Good. Here they are.
You got a list? Miriam Buckhantz, Hazel Cederman, Dotsy, Lovey Coleman, Hilda Beasley. 16 friends?
16?
Well, what's this 25 you've got written after each name?
25 cents. That's what I'm charging them for transportation to the picnic.
Your friends?
Dobie, you're a doll socially, but you'll never make a merchant prince. $4.10. Bye.
That's my Thalia. So fair, so sweet, so greedy. Of course, when I ask my father for the car, he'll give it to me. Oh, will he give it to me?
No. On Saturday, you'll be right here in the store because your mother's dragging me away to a family reunion. And if I'm going to be miserable, you're going to be miserable. But that still doesn't make us even because I'll be doubly miserable. Me there and knowing that you're here. Leaving you in charge of this store may prove to be one of the major errors in the history of retailing. But here you'll stay. Saturday, all day.
That's what my life is like. Disaster piled on calamity. Misfortune heaped on catastrophe. How am I going to tell Thalia I can't take her to the picnic? I've asked her to meet me here this afternoon, and I don't look forward to it.
Now what?
Thalia, my love, my understanding heart.
You can't go to the picnic. Well, there goes $4.10.
Thalia, my love, somehow I hoped you'd understand.
Listen, even if you can't go, you could let me have your father's car.
Thalia, you can't even drive.
Hey, I'll give you half my take, $2.05.
You know I can't. Look, don't make me refuse you anything more. I'm crushed already. Folks are going out of town, and I have to take care of the store. The store! Bitter ashes! After the day I had planned for us.
Oh, I know. You and me beneath the bough, and a lot of sandwiches, and a jug of cream soda, and wow.
Yeah.
You can't go because you have to take care of the store. All by yourself? Oh, well, I think that's wonderful of you, Dobie, doing that for your parents.
Really?
Just wonderful.
Somehow I knew you'd understand.
And I don't mind giving up the picnic at all.
I knew it, Thalia Mininger. There's not a selfish bone in your body.
Imperial Wholesale Grocery? I want to place an order for Gillis's Grocery. Now, how much bread am I going to need for 400 sandwiches? Okay, that, and enough sliced cheese and baked ham, and whatever is the right amount of mustard and mayonnaise.
And furthermore, if just one little thing goes wrong, What am I saying?
Now, Herbert, stop that. Have you got the tickets?
Oh, I got the tickets. It's my mind I haven't got. That's it. I've lost my mind. I'm a kook. The next thing you know, I'll be talking to that Maynard and understanding of him.
Don't mind him, Dobie. You just be a good boy and take good care of the store and make him proud of you.
No, I will, Mom. Bye. Have a good time.
Goodbye.
You see? I told you when it came time to saying goodbye to Dobie, you'd show how you really feel.
Dobie, I'm saying goodbye to the store.
Hi, Mr. Gillis.
Like,
Hey, rise and swing, man. The AM's a gasser. Come on, Dobie, we're late for school.
Late. Maynard, this is Saturday.
How about that?
Why so surprised? Happens to you every week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thalia!
Hi.
Thalia, is it really you, my love? What are you doing here, dear heart?
Well, I've come to help, of course.
My darling, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again.
Sign
There's
here,
not a
please.
selfish bone in your body.
The man wants you to sign.
Yeah. The world has said you're cold, hard, grasping Thalia Millinger, but the world doesn't know you as I do. Thalia,
Candy with mustard and mayonnaise?
What's the matter? You against breakfast?
And from now on. Oh, good. It's all here.
What's all here? What's all this stuff? Dad doesn't sell that much bread in a week. And all that ham and cheese. Gee, I can't figure why he ordered it.
He didn't.
Huh?
I ordered it.
Oh. What do you mean you ordered it?
Now, listen, Dobie. You want to do a good job in the store, don't you?
Thalia,
Well,
how
why
could
weren't you smart enough to see that the picnic is today and that you can sell 400 sandwiches and we can make $50?
400 sandwiches? $46? You ordered $46 worth of stuff on my father's bill and I signed for it? He'll skin me alive.
Oh, Dobie, just think how proud he'll be when you sell 400 sandwiches.
Well, what if we don't sell 400 sandwiches?
Well, if we only sell 300, at a quarter apiece, that's practically $50 profit. And I'm taking you in as an equal partner. How else can you get rid of the food?
Well, I could send it back.
Well, look at it this way, then. If you do send it back, I'll never speak to you again. Exactly. Now, we've got 400 sandwiches to make and $50.
Yeah, boy, it's 50 bucks
right.
profit. Yeah, come on, let's get started.
One more batch and we'll have 400.
Hey, man, do something about that cat. He's got a lousy beat.
Yeah, just one moment, sir.
One moment, nothing. I'm in a hurry. A box of ginger snaps and a large can of sardines.
Ginger snaps and sardines. Oh, cool.
My wife likes them, and she likes the kind of sardines in mustard sauce.
Yeah, 97 cents, sir. Oh, thank you.
Never mind, I'll put them right in here.
Oh, okay.
Come on, we're almost finished.
Man, did you dig that wild outfit that cat was wearing?
Yeah, I haven't seen a slicker like that since... Slicker.
Slicker. Man, it's gonna be a swinging, sloppy, splashy picnic.
You don't. There isn't going to be any picnic.
Yeah, that's what he'll do. Skin me alive.
Oh, now, isn't this wonderful? You can get yourself a nice 2-day rest.
Rest? I could get more rest in a malted milk mixer. And those relatives of yours, it's like being trapped in a violent ward.
But they'll hear you.
Family reunion. Just what I need. Just like I need a wart on the end of my nose. Hey, sis! Put her down. Put her down. If you break something on her, I gotta pay.
Well, what do you know, laughing boy. Laughing boy.
I think I better get these things unpacked.
Well, you
before the
can't do it,
wrinkles set
sis.
in.
This is the boys' dorm. All the women folk are bunking upstairs.
Hey, what do you mean?
Now, quiet, in-law. Hey, he's getting to be a regular tiger. You know, I think I'm beginning to see what there was you saw in him.
What do you mean the women folk are bunking?
Well, there ain't enough bedrooms to go around if we play cozy couples. So the women are bunking upstairs, and Herb and I are in here. And no tippy-toeing in the hallway.
Me and you?
And Ed and Louie and Joe and... Oh, hey, the champ. You haven't met him yet. Well, here he is. 1980 All-American and then heavyweight champion of the world. Give your Aunt Winnie a kiss. Okay, champ, run along.
What's his name?
Well, Wilford Jr., what else? What a kid. Just a chip off the old block. And how's yours?
Dobie? Oh, Dobie's wonderful. So tall and handsome. And...
Herbert, I don't mind telling you that we all understand why you couldn't come to these reunions in previous years. Understand and are sympathetic.
Are you talking about Dobie?
Oh, what the dickens, Herb? It's all in the family.
Are you talking about Dobie?
The one with the 2 left feet. 2 left feet. 3 left feet. Who'd you leave him with? Got a good keeper?
I'll have you know I didn't leave him with anybody. I left him with the store. That boy is sharp as a tack. And what a worker. Why, he'll take better care of that store than I would.
Well, maybe so. But that doesn't prove he isn't an idiot.
Him calling Dobie an idiot.
Well, you're always calling him an idiot.
Well, he is an idiot. But by George, he's my idiot. He's in my store. In my store. Where's the phone? Long distance? Give me Springfield, 4682.
Checking on the idiot, huh?
Checking. Listen, I got a wonderful son there, and I love him. I just can't let a day go by without hearing his voice.
Hello?
Oh, hello, Dobie.
My son? Dad?
Yes, Dobie, it's your dad. I just called to see how you are.
Oh, I'm fine, Dad.
Yes? My son, how's everything going?
Well, all right. Sorta.
Sort of. Yeah, going sort of good, huh?
Well, not exactly, Dad. You see, we made 400 sandwiches. Ham and cheese sandwiches. $46 worth that we got from the wholesalers. On your bill.
Yes, Dobie, my son. I'm fine. Business is very good, huh?
Oh, no, Dad, it's pouring rain here, and hardly anybody's been in. And the picnic's called off because of the rain. You follow me, Dad?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Uh-huh. Well, that's why we're stuck with 400 sandwiches.
Stuck with... That's right, son. Stick to it. Yes, sir. It's nice to hear you're taking care of the store so wonderfully. Just what I expected. Goodbye, my son. Well, guess you've got to get unpacked yet, huh? You know, it's very comfortable here. Think I'll just sit here and take it easy for a while.
Oh, no, you don't. They're all down in the meadow getting ready to start the games.
Game?
Certainly. Softball, 3-legged race, potato sack race.
Hey, who's she talking to on the phone?
Mr. Pomfret, he was in charge of the picnic. He's an English teacher at school. I'm in his class. Maynard, you're in the same class.
Oh, we are saved! I talked to Mr. Pomfret about having the picnic tomorrow if it stops raining, and he agreed.
Thalia, you're a genius.
Yes. Now, we'll have to keep these sandwiches fresh till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get some cloths that we can sew.
Uh-huh.
Now, oh, no. Oh, we'll put them in the freezer. That'll keep them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll get it. Gillis Grocery.
Dobie?
checking up again, huh?
Just love the sound of the boy's voice.
Yeah, well, come on, you bet.
Hi, Dobie. I'm glad to hear that everything's fine.
Yeah, everything's fine. It just stops raining. Boy.
Dobie!
Thalia! Thalia, isn't it wonderful? My skin is saved.
Yes, and my bank account is saved, too.
Maynard? Maynard?
Hey, man, this lower makes a crazy pad.
Maynard, the sun's shining. The picnic's on.
Yes, let's get the sandwiches ready.
Yeah. Here. Thalia. Yeah.
Dobie!
Huh? So,
Dobie!
well, I wanted to be sure they stay good and fresh. I turned the freezer on full.
Man, that sandwich is a gas. Oh, cool. Hey, I got me like another flinging idea. Suppose we break them up, put them in boxes, and sell them like Cracker Jacks.
Oh, Maynard, you ought to be institutionalized. You really should.
Yeah.
Oh, what are we gonna do? It's almost 10 o'clock. They'll never thaw out.
Oh, maybe we can, like, heat them.
Here's another batch from off the stove. But we can... What are you doing, Maynard?
Man, it says rayon, silk, and cotton, but not sandwiches.
Go watch that carton you put in the oven. Well, we can give them their choice. Frozen, toasted, or burned.
Yeah, I figure I better not leave the next batch in the oven quite so long.
I figure we've got about 300 good ones we can sell. That's $150, if we can get them there on time.
Well, we're practically finished. We're closed! Sunday! We're closed on Sundays.
I asked you for ginger snaps and sardines with mustard. You gave me chocolate chip cookies and sardines without mustard.
Oh, yeah. So sorry about that, sir. Yeah. Here you are, sir. All paid for. Thank you very much, and I'm terribly sorry. Gee, I hope he doesn't tell Dad. He was really teed off.
Well, what can you expect from a character who wears a slicker on a day like this?
Yeah? That's what he'll do. Skin me. Sure. Alive.
distance. I want Springfield, 4682.
Hello? Dad.
I couldn't talk yesterday, but I can now. And I want you to tell me what happened at the store.
Well, Dad, the only thing we did make 400 sandwiches.
400 sandwiches? And I did hear you right yesterday. And talk plainer. I can't understand you because of all that hammering. Hammering. Carpenters. I know it. Carpenters are there. What are they fixing, Dobie? What did you break? How bad is it?
Stop that, Maynard.
Oh, don't put me down, man. I'm in orbit. I'm giving that lick Brubeck gave Back Bay Blues out of Cedar Lake Pavilion last year.
I said Cedar Lake Pavilion.
I don't care about Cedar Lake Pavilion. What's that hammering? What did you break? How bad is it?
Oh, nothing, Dad, nothing. Everything's wonderful here. Just wonderful. Bye, Dad.
Dobie! 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 I gotta kill that boy. I just gotta.
Hey, Dobie, what?
Maybe I can talk him into letting us have the picnic indoors in Cedar Lake Pavilion.
The pavilion is closed Sunday.
Cedar Lake Pavilion, we're closed today.
I know, but listen, you got to listen to me. I represent 200 unfortunate, underprivileged high school students, and we were going to have a picnic out there today in the picnic grounds. It's raining, and we were wondering if we could have the picnic inside your pavilion.
Did you say 200 students?
Yes, sir. I know you're closed, but, sir, couldn't you find it in your heart to open up the pavilion?
Sure, I'll be glad to open up for 200 people.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're a real human being.
Well, what'd he say? What'd he say?
I talked him into it.
Oh, my merchant
My
prince.
skin is saved. Yo, call Mr. Pomfret. Tell him we can have the picnic inside the pavilion. Come on, Maynard. Let's start loading this stuff in the car.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Mr. Stalker. Are you the first of our rained-out picnickers?
Yes, sirree, and the rest are on their way. I can't tell you how thankful I am. You have distinctly saved the lives of a couple hundred kids, and the lives of two in particular.
Here,
I mean,
I'll put
it's
this
just
somewhere,
so
please.
wonderful the way you've done this on Sunday and everything, and it's rainy. And
hold
so
his dad.
powerful.
Well, what's all this?
Oh, these are the sandwiches we're going to sell.
Sandwiches? Did you say sandwiches that you're going to sell? Well, wait a minute.
Right back.
Hey, don't swing at the goodies, Daddy-o.
Stop! Why do you think I said I would open up? So that you can sell sandwiches? No, I sell food here. That's the only way I have of making a living.
But, sir...
No but, sir. Now get these sandwiches off of my property or your 200 students can have their picnic out there in the rain.
Yes, sir. That's what Dad's gonna do to me. Alive. But I was wrong about my father. When he got back and saw the sandwiches, he didn't say a word. Not for a while, anyway. Then he said quite a few words. None of which would bear repeating. The gist of it was that I'm going to make up for the $46 out of my lunch money. I don't get any lunch money. Just one of the sandwiches every day until they're gone. I figured it out. I'm going to have ham and cheese sandwiches for lunch for the next 4.5 years. Already I'm getting awful sick of ham and cheese. Hey, Maynard, want to trade for one of the ham and cheeses?
Crazy, Dad. Oh, you ruined it, man. Why'd you thaw it out?
Wants a gal who's creamy, Dobie. Wants a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Wants a gal who's dreamy, Dobie. Wants a gal who's creamy, Dobie. Wants a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
I once had a very unusual experience with money. I had some. But mostly it's been my sad fate to look on the fine art of spending it strictly as spectator sport. Oh, well, they say that money can't buy happiness. I mean, look at Chatsworth Osborne, Jr. He's a fella I go to school with, and he's rich. He's also miserable. In fact, he's the most miserable rich kid you ever saw. Imagine, he lives in a big house on a hill with 26 rooms and 6 baths.
28 rooms and 8 baths. And a brace of dollar-shaped swimming pools. But you're right in one respect. I am miserable.
Oh, I don't see why you're all shook up, Chatsworth.
Yeah, man, you're so rich you can afford to be, like, miserable.
Yeah.
Chaps, you don't understand. What I crave is acceptance, recognition. I want to be one of the... Promise you won't tell Moms I used the word. Ma.
Ma.
For all your crudity and lack of polish, you and this tattered ragamuffin Maynard are accepted members of the group, while I, wealthy, cultured, and desirable, am an outsider, alone and unwanted. Why?
The answer is, like, very simple.
Yes, what?
I didn't say I knew it. I just said it was, like, very simple.
Right. Now look, Chatsworth, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but the reason you're unpopular is because you're always looking down your nose at everybody.
Of course. How else can you look at them?
See, that's the trouble, Chatsworth. You're not one of us. You don't hack around and rub elbows with the other fellas.
How unsanitary. However, I'll chance it. By gad, I shall palaver with the hoi polloi no matter what the cost of my feelings.
Hold it, Daddy-o. Who said we want a hoi polloi with you?
Yeah, that's right, Chatsworth. We've got feelings too, you know.
Oh, I suppose so. But how sensitive can you be, coming from sturdy peasant stock as you do? However, I do so want to join your boyish revels and frolics, and you must let me.
No, you're not our type, Chatsworth.
You're like odd.
But you must. I'm so good at games. I'll buy polo outfits for everyone.
Now, look, Chatsworth, that's not going to solve your problem. You can't buy friendship. The best things in life are free. To win a friend, be one.
Starve a cold, feed a fever. Just hold up my end of the conversation.
Oh, my son rats. I did so want to play.
Impossible, Chatsworth, unless you can show us that you're an ordinary, earthy guy.
That's how I got in. I was like earthier than anybody.
Mm-hmm. The price I paid for my heritage.
Poor, lonely, loaded Chatsworth.
Yeah. Ain't you glad we're like poor?
In a word, no. Does that answer your question?
Hello, Chappie. Have you seen my cousin?
No, but if she's anything like you, I wish I had.
It's a he, and don't be so gauche.
Gauche?
That's French for clumsy, ill-mannered, uncouth.
You rang?
Oh, this is my friend Maynard G. Cragg, and I'm Dobie Gillis.
Enchanté.
Hi, Enchanté.
Now, enchanté is French for enchanted.
You like an immigrant or something?
Maynard, don't you know what this is?
No, man, clue me.
You'll have to forgive my friend. He's a little gauche.
Ce n'est pas rien. After all, I have been away for 3 years at a terribly chic and exclusive girls' school in the East.
Yes. Maynard, this is Sabrina Armitage.
Like, wow. You mean from the 300-acre estate with
Yeah.
the big white house and surrounded by the 16-foot brick
With
wall?
broken glass embedded in the
That's
top.
the place.
Like, enchanté.
Ah, you speak French.
Yeah, I took it in school last year.
Didn't you just adore it?
Yeah, I flunked. I was just, the passing grade was 70, and I got a 43, and the teacher wouldn't give me the benefit of the doubt.
Maynard.
I mean, a measly 9-point difference, and he flunks.
Maynard! You also flunked math. Now, Miss Armitage, about this cousin you're looking for, who is he?
Chatsworth Osborne, Jr.
Tough.
Those are the breaks, girl.
Well, you've got to take the bitter with the sweet. Still, as Mum says, blood's thicker than water, so I've got to invite Chatsworth to my soiree.
French?
It means party.
A French party?
Tomorrow night. You'll come too, of course.
Me?
Well, I know you're riffraff.
Hoi polloi, I think.
All right, hoi
Yeah.
polloi. But the point is, I don't know anybody to ask. We're so rich, we never mingle.
C'est la vie.
Oui. You'll come, of course.
If you'll save me the last dance.
Oh, very well. Maynard, you'll come too.
Oh, he'll be glad to. What?
Dobie, no, I can't dance. Besides, music's for listening, not dancing.
Nonsense. Anybody can dance.
Not me. I do lots of things bad, but dance is the thing I do bad best.
You'll be there.
These dance, they'll be like girls.
Well, that seems to be the custom.
You gotta save me good, buddy. I mean, when I meet a chick face to face, I get cold feet clear up to my skull.
Maynard, you'll have to get used to girls sooner or later.
How's about later, when I'm like too old to care?
Maynard, girls aren't gonna hurt you.
Oh, no? They let you spend money on them? They grab all the seats in the bus, and they giggle about you in the girls' locker room. Oh, no. I'm steering clear of foreign entanglements.
Sabrina, chick, I've been burrowing through all the record stores, and they're square, girl. Just square. Strictly Nowheresville.
Nowheresville?
Like way out in Stick City, man. Way out.
Ooh, I hear my people calling.
You an in, Daddy-O?
The innest girl.
Who you dig on the horn?
Dizzy Gillespie. Who else?
Like cool.
Like who?
On the 88s?
Thelonious Monk, Natch.
Like cool.
Like who?
Like high.
Like high.
Like that's the strangest mating call I ever heard.
Who's Celeste? She's my roommate at the chic and exclusive girls' school we attend in the East.
Oh.
Venice is known, rather quaintly, as the campus bohemian. I have a problem. Quel dommage.
What kind of a quel dommage?
How droll you are.
Oh, yeah. You should see me with a lampshade on my head.
It's a terrible dommage that Venice won't have an escort at the party.
Oh, that.
I mean, now that Maynard won't be there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Which Maynard won't be there? This Maynard will be there. Maynard me at the party.
Hey, Picasso, you said you couldn't dance.
What's the dance? You like Ziegler? You like Zaggler? You like Mamba? You like Barbara? You like Barbara? You like Barbara? You like Tangler? You like Golden?
Maynard! Fred Astaire, you're not.
I might like to.
Oh, goodness, we must departee. Fidelio is waiting. Now, be at my house by 9. Come, Venice.
Wild horses couldn't keep me away, Dream Princess.
Dig you on the second chorus.
Yeah, hot jam says you couldn't shake me loose, cool chick.
It will be a rather formal party, so naturally we're dressing.
Naturally, there's like laws in this town.
Adios, mes chers.
Oi, polloi!
Naturally, we're dressing. What does she think we are? Ghosts?
No, she just meant we're supposed to wear our best clothes. You know, jackets, ties, shoe shine, the works.
Do we have to?
We have to.
Man, I told you getting mixed up with chicks was like dangerous.
Maynard, is there a law that makes it illegal for you to put on a coat and tie?
You know it, man. It's the law of protest. I'm protesting. Cats all over the world are protesting. My whole social group is like protesting.
And that's why you dress like that?
Like right. I'm an angry young man.
Maynard, I've asked you 100 times. What is it that you angry young men are angry about? You don't know yet, huh? And that's what you're angry about. Yeah.
Hello, Mums.
Oh, hello, child. Well, did you invite Chatsworth Osborne?
Yes, I finally found him.
And I suppose he accepted.
Afraid so.
Bad luck.
Well, Mums, blood's thicker than water.
Not Chatsworth.
Well,
Did you find some other boys?
in a manner of speaking, yes.
I trust they'll be properly dressed.
Well, I told the mother, and one can only hope. One can only hope. Herbert, you're up to something.
What up to something? I'm just using an old business technique. It's called the social butterfly approach. Why, I've been trying to get Mrs. Armitage's business for years and couldn't get past the third butler. But if Mrs. Armitage should take a liking to my son, and my son should remember all of the wonderful things his dear old daddy has done for him and put in a good word with Mrs. Armitage, why, we too might be taking trips all over the world, even farther.
Well, I'll be glad to do what I can, Dad, but I must not endanger my social position.
Oh, perish the thought. Do not endanger your social position. Just be your own sweet, charming, lovable self. And be sure Mrs. Armitage notices how sweet, charming, and lovable you are. Oh, no man can ask for more.
Herbert, I don't completely admire your motives, but I'm glad to see that at least you don't disapprove of Dobie's social activities.
Disapprove? Why should I disapprove of our son mingling with high-grade people and going into their beautiful swank home? You're not going to trip over or break anything when you get there, are you? We don't want Mrs. Armitage to think us Gillises are a bunch of clumsy oafs, you know.
No, don't worry, Dad. I'll be very careful.
Oh, that's a good boy. Look at it this way, Winnie. If he gets mixing around with the lifted pinky set, why, the social and business contacts he makes, are you sure you're going to know how to act when you get there? No picking up the wrong cup and knife and stuff like that there, you know, and disgracing the name of Gillis.
So I'll be fine, Dad. Don't worry.
That's okay. Let's face it, Winnie. If Dobie gets running around with those people, why, things like this don't come along every day of the week. And he could grab, remember how you tripped over that lamp yesterday?
That was an accident.
Accident, my foot. You just don't watch where you're going. Oh, I can see it now. He goes charging into the Armitage living room, clobbering their hoity-toity lamps.
Herbert!
Well, I'm worried.
Dad.
If he gets over there and starts breaking stuff on Mrs. Armitage, why, she'll run for cover every time she hears the name Gillis.
Now, Dad,
and as for
that's
breaking dishes, boy, you are a Jim Dandy. You've been mangling ours for years, but so what does that matter? They cost us $4 or $5 a dozen. But you get over there and start subdividing Mrs. Armitage imported plates that she's imported from some important country.
Herbert.
Oh, a pulverized fortune.
Now, look, Dad.
It'll ruin me.
Herbert.
I forbid you to go to Mrs. Armitage's party.
Herbert, you are being completely unreasonable.
I am not. I turned this kid loose on my customers, and I'll wind up broke, a bum, a mess.
You rang?
Oh, another planet heard from.
Oh, hi, Maynard.
Why, Maynard, you look wonderful.
Yeah, you're beautiful, Maynard.
Oh, cut it out.
It's true.
Oh, underneath is the same old me. This jacket's what stones you.
Yeah, it's got a nice shine.
I like borrowed it from my father.
Oh?
I don't think he wears it much. I found a hooky button in the pocket.
Well, it's perfect. The girls at the party are going to fall all over you.
Well, that's better than falling all over the furniture. When I think of Mrs. Armitage's delicate
Herbert,
antiques and what's
Dobie is going to Sabrina Armitage's party, and I don't want to hear another word about it.
All right, all right. I wonder if my insurance covers delicate antique furniture.
I hear they've got an outdoor swimming pool and an indoor swimming pool.
Man.
And an outdoor dance floor and an indoor dance floor.
Like, wow.
And a complete 9-hole golf course.
Indoor?
Outdoor, Maynard.
Yes?
We're here for the party.
Well, the entertainers are using the service entrance.
No. Dobie Gillis and Maynard Krebs.
Gillis and Krebs?
Like right.
Yeah.
Oh, the acrobatic team. Jugglers? Song and dance? Well, then what are you?
We're guests.
Comedians!
Look, we're not kidding. Miss Sabrina Armitage invited us. We're guests.
In those costumes? Oh, come now.
This jacket was good enough for Wilkie.
Yeah, it was good. Maynard. Sir, will you please tell Miss Armitage we're here?
Young gentlemen, and I use the term solely out of respect for the uniform I wear. I can't admit you unless you're properly attired.
Ooh, if I knew what those words meant, I'd probably be mad.
I think he's trying to tell us we're wearing the wrong clothes.
Congratulations, sir. You've just broken the sound barrier.
Yeah, but the chick said we're dressing.
Of course, black tie.
Black tie?
Black tie. Here they are, madam.
Thank you, Tremblay. Well, girls, we're having a good time. Par excellence, mother. Everything's like too square. But you did give in to convention, didn't you, dear? Not completely.
Why do they keep her in that exclusive girls' school you attend?
They have to. Her father donated the library, the yacht basin, and the coffee house.
Oh, nasty trick. Clever, but nasty.
Hi, sir.
Remember us?
Unhappily, yes.
Well, Here we are.
Like ready to roll.
Well, roll!
But we did what you said. Black ties.
Yeah, we ran home and got them like you said.
And to think I once had a chance to go into aluminum siding.
We goofed again.
You goofed again.
But I gotta get in there to see Sabrina. I've got to.
Likewise, I got to, too. Ooh, that Venice chick.
Yeah.
My sympathy for the underdog is rising to plague me once more. In your circles, my young dolts, black tie means, oh, it's such a bourgeois expression, tuxedo.
Tuxedo! Tuxedo. Where were we going to get tuxedos at that time of the night? All the stores were closed. And even if they were open, it wouldn't have done us any good. Between us, we had maybe enough money to buy maybe one dickie. No. What we needed was somebody who'd lend us tuxedos. A real friend. Well, not exactly a friend. I think the word is pigeon.
Hey, why are you guys up?
We gotta talk to you.
Hey, Chaps, what are you made up for?
Chatsworth, you're looking down your nose at people again.
Yeah, so I am, but what difference does it make? You've already refused to take me into your little coterie, and I did so want to belong.
Chatsworth, maybe there's still a chance for you to prove you're a down-to-earth fellow.
Oh? Well, pray tell me how?
That tuxedo.
Yeah, I need it.
Now, prove you like earthy.
Look, Chatsworth, you've been to 100 of these formal parties. Missing one more won't bother you. But to me, it's a matter of life or death. Maybe both.
Oh, I'd love to do it, Dobie. Really, I would, but I must make some sort of appearance at the festivities, and after all, blood is thicker than water.
Wait, we'll take turns wearing it.
It's too utterly impossible, Gillis, baby.
Why is it impossible? We'll trade off at, say, a half-hour intervals.
Yeah, maybe you guys aren't batting with the sticky wicket?
No, whatever that means.
I'm aboard in Hoi Polloi Vestcast. Fun, yaks, frolics. We'll teach you the secret grip and everything.
Yeah.
I'd so love to join your games and sports.
I'll do it. Come on, Chatsworth. Now, look, every 30 minutes we'll meet right here and exchange clothes. Just the two of us. Right?
Wrong.
Wrong?
Right. It's like the three of us.
Now, wait a minute, Maynard. You can't
No, I gotta get in
expect
that
me
party,
apart.
too. Ooh, that Venice West.
Maynard, I'll treat you to a week of marshmallow sundaes.
Nope, it's gonna be like the three of us.
Maynard, I'll do your homework for the next... Okay, like the three of us. Good evening, I'm Dobie Gillis.
How do you do, sir? I'm trembling.
Don't worry, a good night's sleep will fix you up. Miss Armitage is
We'll have none of that, I know your names, and don't you think for 1 minute I'm going to forget them either. Did you see that?
Well, Mums, there's nothing else to do. We've run out of punch.
Impossible. 12 cases of ginger ale, 12 cases of grape juice. Gone.
Fini.
Where do those nasty children put it?
Mums, you must get some more punch.
At this hour of the night, where?
Oh, that's right.
Mr. Gillis.
Ah, bonsoir, mio caro.
Arrivederci. And you too, ma'am.
Mother, you remember Dobie Gillis?
Oh, yes, of course I do. Your father is a druggist.
Grocer.
A grocer. Oh, heaven sent.
Well, I wouldn't say heaven sent exactly. He's just a simple man, an ordinary, decent man, a veteran.
Dobie?
Dobie, ma'am, with a B.
Yes, would your father consider delivering at this hour of the night?
Well, ordinarily, no. But for you, yes, ma'am.
Splendid!
Yeah, mention my name.
Trembling!
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
You've got to go in and order for Mr. Gillis a case of ginger ale and some cases of grape juice.
Boy, Dad's gonna love me for this.
Well, my merchant prince, shall we go in and dance?
What's the matter with right here? It's, more private like.
It's also more chilly-like.
Now, when I'm with you, my great tawny animal.
Isn't Dobie's time up yet?
5 minutes ago. He is downright unsporting.
Give him another psst.
He doesn't hear me or won't more likely. You know, Maynard, if this is the way the lower classes comport themselves...
Oh, cool it, Dad. Let me try. Psst. Hey, Dobe. Psst. Hey, Dobe. Psst. Hey, Dobe.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
How would you like a nice cold glass of punch?
We're out of punch.
Water, then. Nice cold water.
Why?
Yeah, it's hot out here.
It's freezing.
Hot, stifling, stuffy, suffocating. I'll get some water. I'll be back in an hour. Yeah. I mean, every minute away from you will seem like an hour.
You know, really, Gillis, I don't call that playing the game. I mean, actually, you should... Chatsworth, help me with these crazy
Here,
buttons.
Enchanté, monsieur. I am Maynard G. Krebs.
Good evening, sir. I'm Tremblay.
Don't worry, a good night's sleep will fix you up.
Excuse me, sir. The music has stopped.
Only for everybody else.
True.
It's simply not fair. That's what it's not. I mean, one should surely get a chance to wear one's own dinner jacket.
Possess your soul in patience, Chatsworth.
Sure we did. You took 15 minutes extra last time. So what? It's my dinner jacket.
It's a fine way to make friends, Chatsworth.
Yeah. All right, I don't want to be friends. I want my dinner jacket.
It's my turn.
No, it's mine.
No, it's mine.
Dobe?
Yeah?
You got trouble.
We all got trouble.
Not like you got.
No, I don't believe it. I didn't see it. It's a hallucination. That's what it is. It's a hallucination. I'll just close my eyes and it'll all go away.
Hi, Dad.
It's true.
It's true.
You know Maynard, of course.
Of course I know Maynard. That's the kind of luck I got.
And this is
I don't care who it is. What are you doing out here stark naked? What's the matter? You finally gone and slipped your trolley completely?
Yeah.
The biggest house in town, the biggest grocery account in town, the biggest party. I finally get a chance maybe to get into the big dough, and what happens? You're out here running around in your pelt.
Then I'll explain the whole thing. It's...
Put on some clothes.
What?
Don't argue with me. Put on some
look.
clothes. Take mine, all of you standing around here.
No, Dad. I mean, Mr. Dash, but like...
You shut up!
Actually, Mr. Gillis, it's not wise what you're...
When I want some advice from three lunatics, I'll go out to the insane asylum and talk to some people who make sense. Nasty! Oh, so nasty! Oh, I gotta kill that boy. I just
Maynard, please. What's the matter with you?
Like nothing. I'm happy.
Happy. Happy. I lost Sabrina Armitage. My father's looking at law books trying to find out if parents can divorce children in this state, and you're happy.
Like Clip City, man.
Like what?
That chick, she digs me the most.
You mean Venice West?
Yeah. The other night when she saw us standing out there in I can't say it.
Drawers, and don't remind me.
She thinks I got nice legs.
Nice legs?
Ready, Catman?
Coming, Mother.
'Dobie, once a gal was dreamy. Dobie, once a gal was creamy. Dobie, once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
The trouble started when Dad got himself a lawyer last November 1st. I remember the date because it was the day after Halloween, and Dad wanted to sue some kids who soaped his windows.
I am going to court.
He talked Dad out of that, but Dad kept him. Dad liked having a lawyer, mostly for yelling.
There's laws in this country to protect us businessmen. I am going to see my attorney. You know better than to take a bite out of a nickel candy bar when you've only got 4 cents. You're probably going to wind up in court.
Boy, was Dad proud of having a lawyer. I'm probably the only high school student in the whole world whose father threatened to sue him if he didn't get his grades up. Well, this lawyer, Mr. Martindale, drew up a will for Dad.
I have explained to Mr. Gillis a dozen times how much trouble and expense will be saved by having a will for after he's gone. Not now, 100 years from now. For the past year, during which he has referred to me as, quote, my attorney, unquote, I haven't been able to get him to sign it.
Hey, Winnie, I sure gave those guys down at the produce market a going over too, Dale. Hello, Martindale. Always glad to see my attorney.
Mr. Martindale was nice enough to bring over your will for you to sign, dear.
Well, if those kids soap my windows next Halloween again and he doesn't do anything about it again, he won't have anything to bring over here for me to sign because I will get a new attorney.
See? I knew when I left law school that I'd have to be a struggling young lawyer. But I never thought that I'd be doing all of my struggling with one client.
Deserting your client, huh? You're just liable to find yourself up in front of the State Bar Association. He's a nice kid. Little inexperienced, need to learn. Oh, the mail's here, huh?
If you'll just read it and sign it, it'll be done.
Yeah, and then I'll be done, too.
What?
Oh, you heard the old saying. Sign your will and send for your undertaker.
Oh, that's just an old wives' saying.
Yeah, well, what would a young wife say about that, huh?
Lake Winnemucca Hotel?
Yeah, where the successful young businessman, Herbert T. Gillis, and his beautiful young bride, Mrs. Herbert T. Gillis, are spending their honeymoon.
You don't mean it.
Read it. I already made reservations.
But we can't afford it.
Well, I told you, Winnie, we picked up a little extra profit the last couple of months. And we waited 24 years for our honeymoon. This is it.
Oh.
Oh, I told you when we got engaged, honey, just stick to Herbert T. Gillis.
Buenos dias.
Oh, buenos dias, Senor Carlos. Voila.
Gracias. Y adiós.
And a gracias and an adios to you, Senor Carlos.
See you mañana.
Hey, what's all this sneaky double talk?
Oh, I'm practicing Spanish with him. Gracias and adios means thank you and goodbye.
Yeah, but what about this mañana where he's going to meet you?
Oh, he meant that he'll see me tomorrow.
But where will he see you tomorrow?
Here. Mañana, tomorrow.
Oh,
Why, Herbert Gillis, I believe you're jealous.
Why not? You're a cute chick, you know. You bring all of us young bucks blood to a boil.
Lake Winnemucca. You know, I'm glad now that we couldn't afford a honeymoon when we were first married.
That's Herbert T. Gillis. Always thinking.
We would have been worried about the future then. But now?
But now I'm a successful businessman. Honey, we've got it made.
Oh, it'll be wonderful. Warm days, canoeing, swimming, dancing. Say, maybe we ought to go to a dancing school. Well, there'll be dancing at the lake, and we don't want to look old-fashioned.
Look old-fashioned? Honey, I feel 22. You look 18. How could we look old-fashioned?
Well, still, maybe we ought to learn that cha-cha-cha.
We will be doing the kangaroo jump.
The kangaroo jump?
Yes, honey, the dance we fell in love to. The dance we would have been doing if we'd have gone on our honeymoon 24 years ago. The kangaroo jump. Hey, there is a real dance. Hey. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Jump, we're gonna dance till we drop. Hibbity, 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 hop, hop, hop.
Hop, hop.
Hibbity, 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 bump, 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 bump. Doing the kangaroo jump. Da-da-da-bump, we're gonna dance. Dee-dee-dum, da-da-dee-dee-dee-da-da-da-da-da, bump, bump, bump. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum, bump, bump, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dum.
Dobie.
Oh.
Goodbye, Herbie.
Goodbye, Winnie Pooh. Dobie, your mother and I are feeling pretty happy, son. We are going away on our honeymoon. Hold it. Don't let the connection fit. I'm going to close the store while we're gone. You won't have to work.
Oh, okay. One thing, Dad. Will you do me a favor?
No.
If it doesn't cost anything?
Yes.
Don't tell anybody you're going on your honeymoon. It's pretty embarrassing at my age.
Huh?
And at your age.
At my age?
Yeah.
Oh, the things you kids don't understand. Boy, I am in my prime. Oh. Yes, sir.
No! You gotta get a broken arm.
My future depends on it.
Put one finger to that floor and you'll only have a
Take dancing lessons.
All right, we'll start by dancing away from the
Look, Dad, if you don't let me take dancing lessons, I may never get married, and you'll have me on your hands the rest of your life. But if I learn to dance good, why, I might even marry a rich girl and be self-supporting.
I'll admit, that's the only way you'll make it. And girls are very important for that, so I'll tell you what I am going to do.
What?
I am going to teach you to do the kangaroo jump.
The kangaroo
jump. You'll have to beat the girls off with an axe handle.
I don't want to beat them off.
Get a load of this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We're going to dance till we drop. Hibbity, 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 hop, hop, hop.
The only thing I get to marry with that dance would be another kangaroo.
Mister, that happens to be the dance with which I won your mother.
I got to learn the cha-cha-cha.
No.
If you haven't got the money right now, maybe you'd let me charge it.
Charge it.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, I gotta... I better hold it. I might want to include his brother, too.
Morning, Dad.
Well, there's a little of it left.
I'll just clean the cobwebs out.
Oh, so that's what you got up there, huh? You know what I can't understand is why you have to come home from college to study for an exam. You gotta go back to college to take. What's the exam on if it's for yawning you're a cinch to get an A? All right, so what's the exam on? A study of the bird life in Minnesota?
A study of bird life in Minnesota except Duluth. No, I took that last year.
I work and I slave in you. A study of bird life in Minnesota except Duluth.
I got a B.
A bird could have gotten an A. What's this one on?
Primary and secondary trends in international finance.
International too. You can't even make change for a buck.
What? That shouldn't matter. I've told you and told you, let the customers make their own change. Do-it-yourself grocery. The honor system.
Trust the customers.
Sure, it's a well-established fact at college that psychologically it creates an emotional pattern in the customer when you allow him to...
Trust the customer to make his own change.
Well, with the kind of petty money you take in here, who'd steal? You want to try a dad's that may make your fortune?
Listen, you, I made a little profit the last couple of months. You know how? By watching every penny.
Dad's in business. You gotta think big. And speaking of money,
No.
I need a little cash. I'm going out to play some golf.
Golf? What about studying for that exam?
Golf is part of it, Dad. It's a very important part of big business. That's where you make the contacts, the big deals.
Look, you, a few minutes ago I was a happy man. Singing, whistling, doing the kangaroo jump.
The kangaroo jump? You're kidding.
Watch it, mister. That happens to be the dance with which I won your mother.
I merely meant it's a very amusing dance, that's all.
Oh, amusing, huh?
Yeah.
Where did you hear about it?
At college.
Really? At college? Wait till Dobie hears this. They're doing the kangaroo jump at college.
Sure, I kept folk dancing my freshman
What do
year.
you mean, folk dancing?
Stuff. Dad's order, what's that blood pressure? You know it's your age. Like that?
You better get out of here, boy, or I will you. Like that. Golf. All right, what do you need? $1? $2?
I figure I can squeeze by for $85.
No!
Dad, I gotta buy some clubs.
What kind of clubs? Country clubs? No. There is $1.
$1? What good's that?
You can buy yourself a golf ball and throw it around.
Hello, dear.
Now, don't you start, oh.
Goodness.
I'm sorry, Winnie. Forget it.
What's the matter, dear? Don't you feel well?
Oh, I feel very well.
Good, because I brought down the good pen and the good ink so that you can sign your will, because I promised Mr. Martindale that I'd get you to sign it, so you just read it and sign it.
Okay.
And I won't take no for... Okay?
Okay.
Woo! Good.
I, Herbert T. Gillis, being of sound mind and memory, and considering the uncertainties of this life, do declare this to be my last will.
Kangaroo jump?
Yeah, Dad, would you do it for me now?
Oh, kind of got to you, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see you're wising up, boy. Hey, get a load of this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bum, I'm gonna dance till I drop. Hippity, 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 hop, hop, hop. I'm gonna dance.
Okay, man, I'll never like doubt your word again.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Dad. Bye.
Hey, just a minute. What's that?
Huh? Oh, just a little old quarter bet we had.
What kind of a bet?
Huh? What? Oh, well, you see, Maynard just sort of happened to hear about you doing that kangaroo jump dance.
And I didn't believe it, but man, like, wow.
It's gotta make $10 some way.
That's only a quarter.
Well, 40 kids.
Do you mean to say you were gonna get me to do that dance 40? My back. Don't stand there. Give some. What are you doing? Wait. Take it easy. You stupid.
That's all right, thanks. Oh, it's nothing, Mr. Gillis. I do it for my grandpa all the time.
Your grandpa?
He's doing the same thing. Lumbago.
Lumbago?
Don't worry, Mr. Gillis. Everybody gets it when they get, like, old.
When they get like nobody. This happens to be an old football injury. Gets like gold. I like to see you two do the work I put in around here in this store 12, 14 hours a day.
Well, why don't you just take it easier, Dad?
Do you think I like to work? But what am I going to do with a $10 cha-cha-cha son and an $85 golfing son?
You could close the grocery and make this like a coffee house.
A coffee house, Maynard?
This community, like, needs a coffee house.
Why, Maynard?
So us cats can have someplace to go and sit and, like, protest.
And how would I make any money, Maynard?
Yeah, but look at all the friends you'd make.
Like you, Maynard?
You better consider that $10 investment in cha-cha-cha, Dad. I'm only thinking of you.
Thinking of me?
Sure. Cha-cha-cha, rich girl, retirement. With your back, you need help.
Oh, why, you and... I'm gonna kill that boy. I just got
You saw me coming.
coming and you're trying to lock up.
It's closing time, Mrs.
I'm on
Lappy.
to you, Herb Gillis. You're a robber and you're a price raiser.
Don't pick on me, will you? Ordinarily, I can take it, but tonight I'm in a bad humor.
How can you say this to me when I'm here on a mission of mercy?
What can I get for you, Mrs.
Poor
Lappy?
Herman Stalker, over on 18th Street, they go to my church. Dropped dead yesterday like that. So I want to be a good neighbor and take the poor grieving widow some good homemade soup. So let me have a couple of envelopes of that tomato soup mix. I like vegetable better. Maybe you better make it vegetable.
I used to go to school with a kid named Bill Stalker.
Oh, Bill was Herman's older brother. He passed away 3 years ago. You couldn't possibly know Herman Stalker. He's years younger than you.
Younger?
Younger.
Like that?
Like that. Charge them 23 cents. These were 22 cents yesterday.
23 cents, Mrs. Lapping.
They were 22 cents.
They have
You'd
been
rob
23
me when I'm
cents
trying to...
for months.
You look me in the eye and try to say they were 23 cents yesterday.
They were 23 cents yesterday.
Oh, no.
You'd see in my eye that I was telling the truth, huh?
No. I can see in your eye the same look I saw in poor Herman Stalker's eye last week. Oh, you poor man. Like that.
Considering the uncertainties of this life.
Dad, you better take it easier. What's that blood pressure, Dad? You know it's your age.
Herman Stalker, younger than you. Like that.
Christ will and testament.
You 3 times for supper. Why, you haven't even closed up yet.
I didn't feel strong enough to carry in the newspaper rack.
What's wrong, dear? A chill? What is it?
Everything. Oh, Winnie.
Why, Herbert, darling, what's wrong?
Oh, I just feel awful. All over. I feel old and tired.
That will. Is that what brought all this on?
Well, it made me realize how old I am and what a failure I've been. Winnie, I ain't got anything to leave you except a little GI veteran insurance.
Now, Herbert, you stop that.
Hardly enough insurance to bury me with. Probably not even enough the way prices have gone up. You're liable to have to leave me above ground. Oh, I gotta face it, Winnie. At my age, it could happen like that. And then what'll happen to you when I'm not here to take care of you? You'll wind up on relief. Why? Because I ain't got anything to leave you.
You have quite a lot to leave me. 2 fine boys. Now what?
I forgot about them. You'll have to support yourself in them, too.
Herbert, they are fine boys.
Winnie, you've got to promise me one thing. After I'm gone, you'll marry again.
Why, I wouldn't think of such a thing.
Winnie, I won't rest easy unless you promise. Now, promise me you'll marry again, please.
Well, all right, I'll promise if it will make you come upstairs and have your supper.
Thank you. Who?
Who?
Who you got in mind? That's who.
I got you in mind.
Well, I'll rest easier knowing you'll be taken care of. You're a striking woman, Winnie, and you can get somebody real easy. Probably some big shot, not an old failure like me. Some fella who could die and leave you all the things that I keep.
Now, upstairs.
Cha-cha-cha, marry a rich girl and be self-supporting. Cha-cha-cha.
Trust your customer. A do-it-yourself grocery. The honor system.
Oh, I'm sorry, Winnie. I got nothing to leave you.
2 fine boys.
What's going on here? Can anybody hear me? Hey! That's it? I'm dead. I told you it happened. Like that. Now they will never argue with me again.
Do cha-cha-cha. Do cha-cha-cha.
cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha.
Oh, thank you, Dobie.
My pleasure, Mrs. Lapping. You've got the happiest little fat feet in the whole neighborhood.
Oh, Dobie, you're so charming. And it's such a pleasure shopping here now that your mean father has gone.
Me? Why, you
I
won't
wouldn't say it was mean.
That a
Of course,
boy.
it's true, but I wouldn't say it.
Why didn't I
Yeah,
follow
we
when
try
I
it
was
again,
in?
Mrs. Lapping.
Davy, the drawer is full and I can't get my money in.
I'll take care of it, Mrs. Dow.
Hey, what are you doing?
The bank got tired sending an armored car over every hour, so they put in a pneumatic tube straight to the bank.
You didn't count it.
They even hired a teller to stay at their end of the tube and count our money for us.
Well, I figured what my purchases came to, but I just thought I'd put a little extra in.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Dow. Would you care for some espresso coffee before you leave? Maybe a little golf lesson. Or how about some cha-cha-cha?
Oh, I've had them all. And I'm going to hurry home and stuff this food into my family so I can come right back and buy more.
How are you there, Mrs. Dow?
Well, Mr. Gillis. I wonder if you remember me. We met yesterday on the golf course.
Well, I meet so many impressive executives on the golf course.
Oh, of course. I'm the president of Mammoth Market, CB Mammoth.
Yes.
I was very impressed with you yesterday. Not only because of your golf game, the way you threw the ball around the course. Marvelous, a wonderful idea.
That was my idea.
But I was even more intrigued with that fascinating talk you gave in the locker room on bird life in Minnesota.
Except Duluth.
Oh, except Duluth, of course. That's what impressed me the most. I hate the birds in Duluth. Yes, I've heard about your amazing success here in the market and some of your fascinating features. Is that one of them?
Yes, he's on our staff. He's the king of the beatnik.
King? Well, what's he doing?
Protesting.
Wonderful. Brings in the intellectual element.
Yeah.
Marvelous idea. And is this another feature of the store?
Yes, sir. This is the cha-cha-cha department. We dance with the customers. It puts them in the mood to buy. Care to try it? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll buy this store. I'll give you and your brother $100,000 for it.
See what I mean?
$100,000.
Of course, your offer is ridiculous.
Well, of course it is, so take it.
I mean, we wouldn't even consider it.
Sell!
Don't sell, Dobie. My father's a millionaire. I only started working here in hopes you'd cha-cha me to the altar.
Oh, this kid's been spreading his cha-cha all over town.
No, I'm sorry, but we have plans for our own chain of groceries. I'm afraid that in a year or so, we'll be absorbing you.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Oh, why in the world didn't I study golf and bird life and the cha-cha-cha in college?
Turned down $100,000. Oh, what's going to happen to poor Mimi?
Oh, what a lovely picture. What a shame this miserable Herbert Gillis couldn't be here to see it.
Miserable Herbert T. Gillis.
Who? Your late husband.
Oh, is that who it is? I thought it was some sort of an ad.
Oh, that miserable man. You know, I used to have to force myself to come to this store. But you and the boys have always been so attractive, and I realized if that miserable man lost even one customer, you'd all be on the county. Dobie, you're so cute.
Yeah.
Poor, miserable Herbert.
Oh,
We could have been rich years ago, but the poor, miserable man just couldn't think big.
Well, what could you expect from that limited mind? I always ask him, buy me a convertible. Over and over. Buy me a convertible.
all right, so you asked me.
And making deliveries in that beautiful convertible that I bought you for his funeral. That was the very thing that started our success.
Yeah.
Oh, I kid myself. She's right. They don't need me. They're better off without me.
The convertible and Davy's golf and cha-cha-cha, Mother.
Oh, and that reminds me, I'm going to a Tay dansante. Woo! And here comes my date now.
Your date? Winnie, I'm not even cold yet. No.
Oh, Don Carlos, gracias and adios.
Oh, my sweet Winnie Pooh. Winnie Pooh, honey, that was my name for you.
Here it is, mañana.
I knew it. You see, just after my insurance.
You know, if my poor late husband were here, he would say that you were after his insurance money.
But I am a wealthy South American landowner. Perhaps you have heard of my hacienda in South America.
What is it called?
Argentina.
Oh, it sounds lovely. Well, shall we off to cha-cha-cha?
No, never again shall I cha-cha-cha. I shall only do the dance with which you won my heart. The kangaroo jump.
The kangaroo jump? Oh, Winnie, Winnie, that's our song. Oh, there's nothing sacred anymore. What's happening to the store?
Look, I've been here a half hour. Can you get me out of here,
Hold
please?
your horses. I've been waiting here longer than you.
We are doing the best we can.
Where are the anchovies, Mama? Lady wants
don't
anchovies
know,
and
dear.
I can't find
I'm
them.
sorry.
What's going on here?
Oh, Herbert, darling, I wanted you to get all the rest that you could, and I thought that the boys and I could handle the store.
We did our best, Dad. Don't get sore, Dad.
Sore? Why should I get sore? You are my family. And this is the best thing that ever happened to you. Now, you know, it takes brains to run this store. Brains and guts and American ingenuity. Don't worry, folks. Herbert T. Gillis is in command. You know, I learned something today, Winnie. You are only young once. And I learned something else.
What?
Once is enough.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, she's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
My father can't understand why I don't like work. What's so hard to understand? Some people don't like artichokes or bow ties or Wyatt Earp. I mean, this is a free country, and we all have the right to dislike something. And my choice happens to be work. Now, my father happens not to like rock and roll. Okay, that's his privilege. Do I try to change his mind? Of course not. So how come he doesn't get off my back? I mean, I'm not the only one who has an allergy to work. You take Chatsworth Osborne Jr., the richest kid in town. You know how he feels about work?
Chatsworth Osborne Jr., in your entire life, you have never done an honest day's work.
But of course not, my child.
Aren't you ashamed never doing a lick of work?
Daphne, you don't seem to understand, dear. What does everybody in this country want? More leisure time. Unions go out on strike for shorter work weeks. Everybody's looking for more leisure. Well, I've already got mine, Daphne, baby.
You're hopeless. Work is what has made this country great. Hard, honest toil. What do you think this country would be like if everyone felt the way you do?
Heaps of fun.
Chatsworth goes.
Oh, Daphne, you're so tense about this thing. When you look at it rationally, my granddad's work made scads of money. Then Dad's work made scads more. Well, we've got enough scads now, don't you see?
You're not the kind of man I'm looking for.
Oh? What kind of man are you looking for?
Hi, Chatsworth.
Oh, hello, chap. Bully to see you. Goodbye. Look at it this way, old girl. In the social circles in which I travel, no offense, Gillis, baby, but why don't you just vague off?
Well, I'm supposed to meet Maynard here.
Oh, well, couldn't you find a more appropriate locale, like a second-hand rummage store?
Now, wait a minute, Chatsworth. Maynard and me have as much right here as you have. This is a public park, and we're all equal, you know.
Rather an amusing fiction, isn't it? This chap is just a soupçon of mustard.
Soupçon?
Chatsworth, I've had it with you. I'm leaving.
My dear girl, no one has ever walked out on Chatsworth Osborne Jr.
In that case, Buster, history is being made right now. Flake off.
Oh, hush up, you low-born person.
Allow me.
Thank
you.
Not at all.
You're very kind.
You're very beautiful and pink and white and round and soft and sweet.
You are cute.
You are the sun and the moon.
And you're very gallant.
And you're a vision of delight.
Do you have a name?
Dobie Gillis.
Daphne Root.
Ah, Daphne, I've been searching for you all my life.
And I for you, Dobie.
Little did I think my quest... You've been searching for me?
Why have I been searching for you? One might well ask.
One might well indeed, yes.
The answer is simple.
Mm-hmm.
First, you're a perfect gentleman.
True.
Second, you're cute.
True.
Third, you're obviously of solid moral character.
True.
Fourth, you're a worker.
True. True.
You're dressed in working clothes. Not in some outlandish Playboy's outfit like Chatsworth Osborne, Jr.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah.
What kind of work do you do?
Yeah, I'm in the grocery line.
Oh, splendid.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think work is divine?
Yeah, do you?
I do.
Uh-huh. You know what I think it is?
What?
Divine.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Daphne.
Dobie, consider the giants of our modern civilization.
Uh-huh.
Carnegie, Rockefeller. What did these men have in common?
Money?
Well, money is only a small part of it.
Mm-hmm.
What excites me is that they were workers, men of drive and ambition and soaring imagination. Vibrant, stimulating, fascinating men.
You're really ape for work, aren't you?
As what sensible person is not?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dobie, you're on your way to that same lofty pinnacle, too, I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Here you have a day off from school. Are you fritting away your time sleeping?
No.
Lolling about, indulging in time-wasting games?
Mm-hmm.
No. You're working, striving, moving ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, Dobie, you're the kind of man this country needs.
Daphne.
Dobie, it's so wonderful to be near a boy who's dynamic and forceful. Instead of some spineless, unsalvageable, ambitionless wreck.
You rang? Like, hi, good buddy. Tennis anyone?
Maynard G. Krebs, my fellow worker.
Worker?
Yeah, I see you finished restringing those rackets at the sporting goods shop where you work.
Work? Don't you got weak or something?
I'd be glad to help you deliver the rackets, but I'm still busy running errands for the grocery store where I'm gainfully employed.
Gainfully employed?
Yeah, gainfully employed means
work.
Yeah.
Work!
Dobie, what's going on?
Oh, nothing, Daphne.
Dobie, where is this grocery store?
Well?
I want to watch you at work.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, can't get there from here.
Dobie, if you put your mind to it, you can get anywhere from anywhere. Now, where is this store?
It's my dad's place, and it's at 285 Norwood Street, Gillis's Grocery.
I'll be there this afternoon. And when I arrive, I expect to see a powerful human dynamo operating at full steam.
Like what now?
Like I'm in hot water.
Yeah, I heard of this stuff.
I may have to go to work.
Work?
Maynard! When Daphne gets to the store this afternoon, she's going to find me working. A human dynamo.
You are going to work in the store?
Yes, I am, and it's about time. I mean, Dad's not getting any younger, and if I can ease his declining years...
You're like a real human being.
Yeah. So are you, Maynard.
Thanks, good buddy.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're going to help me.
Me? I'm working in the store?
Now, Maynard, you're going to do it. Now, stop with
So this is work, huh?
Right.
No, it ain't so tough.
Naturally, I'm doing it all.
Oh, you're okay in my book, good buddy.
Maynard, get to work.
Work?
Come back here. Look, start dusting. When Daphne gets here, we've got to look like we're getting a kick out of this.
I got like a better idea.
What?
Let's quit.
Quit?
Good thinking.
Maynard! Come back.
Well, I gotta?
You gotta.
Like why?
Because we're like friends.
Right now, I wish we was like enemies.
Maynard, I have just begun my campaign to win Daphne. And there's an old saying, quitters never win and winners never quit.
Quitters never win and winners never quit. Quitters never win and winners never quit. Must be a pretty old saying, man. It ain't got no beat.
No. But when Daphne walks in, she's going to think you and I are running the happiest store in town.
Well, here I am, ready to be shipped by the Gillis grocery store again.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Kinney.
I'm reporting this place to the police.
What? What? Police?
What service?
Huh?
What prices? What a way to
Kinney.
treat customers.
Mrs.
What a
Kinney.
time to like cut out.
Maynard!
And where's that sneaky father of yours? Where's that scoundrel hiding?
Oh, he went to a meeting over at the Legion Hall.
Ah, where I can't lay my hands on him.
No.
The sniveling coward.
What did he do this time, Mrs. Kinney?
Did he like weigh the peaches without shaving the fuzz off first?
I ordered a dozen green apples.
Uh-huh.
And what did that thieving rascal send me?
What?
Red apples at green apple prices.
Mrs. Kinney, you got a bargain.
My councilman will hear about this.
Mrs. Kinney, the red apples are more expensive. You save 14 cents.
Jail is too good for you, Gillises.
All right, okay. I'll be glad to exchange them for you.
Watch it, Junior. Do you want to lose some fingers? I say 14 cents.
Yeah.
I tell you, they had to get up early in the morning to fool Blossom Kenny.
Yeah, you belong on Wall Street, Mrs. Kenny. Tell me, what can I do for you today, Mrs. Kenny?
I want this sirloin ground.
Oh, I can't do that, Mrs. Kenny. You didn't buy it from us.
Naturally. The market over on Grover Street sells it for 2 cents a pound cheaper.
Well, why didn't you have them grind it?
And stand in line for half an hour in that drafty place.
Maynard.
She's right. It's like spooky over there.
Maynard, that's... now...
Here, boy. Grind.
Oh, that's impossible, Mrs. Kenny.
Impossible, you ungrateful rascal. I'll tell your father the way you talk back to me. I'll tell your father the way you treated Blossom Kenny. The most loyal, the most devoted customer that ever walked inside this... Oh, you're a nice boy, Dobie. Not a bit like your father. Oh,
Crazy. Can I run a hot dog, huh? Please?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I never ran one before. I was like underprivileged.
Oh, all right, Maynard, but be careful.
Man, the carefulness.
I'll need some sweet potatoes while I'm here.
Oh, this is your lucky day, Mrs. Kenny. We're running a special
You're
on
a nice boy.
And they're not green.
But a crazy pencil sharpener.
Maynard!
I'm reporting this to the district attorney.
Oh, Mrs. Kenny, wait.
I've got friends in high places.
Please, Mrs. Kenny, it was an accident.
It happened to me all the time.
I'll turn this market into a bowling alley.
Daphne. Daphne?
Daphne?
Yeah.
Let me go, you awful boy.
Mrs. Kenny, take your choice of anything in the freezer.
The mayor will hear about this.
Yeah, take any cut of meat. It's on the house.
The governor will hear... Anything in the freezer?
Anything in the freezer, yes. Maynard, you're in charge.
Like me?
Like you.
Ooh, I'm like dead.
Putting it mildly, I'd say things weren't going exactly right. I mean, Daphne was coming through the door. Mrs. Kenny was in the freezer. And I was in the soup.
Dobie.
Hi, Daphne.
Hi, Maynard.
Like hi.
Let's go.
Go. I haven't even had time to see the store.
Oh, well, there's not much to see. Just an ordinary store.
37 cents.
Come on, we'll take a walk in the park.
Dobie, if you're working, how can you just walk out in the middle of the day?
Oh, good question. Yeah. Yeah, well, I can leave because I'm not working here anymore. I just quit.
You quit?
Yeah, this job didn't offer enough challenge to a man of my ability.
Where do you go from here?
From here?
The next job, the next rung upward on the ladder.
Oh, well, I thought I'd take my time and look around, you know, kind of run some ideas up the flagpole and see if anybody salutes them, and then in a few months...
Why, wait.
What?
Oh, my father could put you to work right away.
Your father? Work? Me?
Root Shoe Store, you've heard our motto. Put your feet in our hands.
I've heard it, yeah.
Our store's just up the street. You could start selling shoes tomorrow.
Me selling shoes?
Selling shoes is only a beginning.
Yeah.
From there, you'll work your way up. And up and up.
With shoes, that's the only way to go.
Daddy's looking for bright young men. Show him you can make good, and the first thing you know, you'll be a supervisor.
Yeah.
An assistant manager. Then manager.
Yeah.
Then a shoe tycoon like he is. In footwear circles, he's known as the king of the 798 composite sole.
Oh, me selling shoes?
I'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning at the store.
Yeah.
And after work, if you're as sensational as I know you can be, we'll go out and celebrate.
Oh.
Just the two of us.
Now you're talking.
Goodbye, my chairman of the board.
Farewell, my queen of hearts. Me selling shoes? Maynard, I've got work to do. You open it.
Oh, no, this is your store.
And you're my friend.
And you're like my friend.
So?
So we'll go down on the sinking ship together.
Okay. I wonder if the Foreign Legion accepts 17-year-old enlistees.
Thank you, Dobie. I'm going to call the FBI. I'm going to call the city council. I'm going to call anyone.
Thank you, Mrs. Kinney. Thank you.
I did for your father. Thank you very much, Dobie.
Dobe, what's your father going to say when he finds all that stuff missing?
I know exactly what he's going to say. No, Maynard, my mind's made up. I'm due at the shoe store in 15 minutes, and that's the way it's going to be.
But a job, Dobe. Taking a job for a chick. That's like the ultimate supreme sacrifice.
Ultimate
Yeah,
supreme.
I heard them words in a movie I saw the other night.
Oh.
Just before this Joker takes off for the moon in a celluloid.
Man, that's satellite, Maynard.
Yeah, satellite. Man, what a gasser of a movie. The monster that devoured Cleveland.
Maynard, you've got an entirely mixed up idea about the importance of labor. Why, do you have any idea what the world would be without work?
Unemployed.
Now listen, every person, every animal has a certain job to do or everything would fall apart. Now take beavers.
Oh,
You
you
see-
mean the way they build them little wooden dams and like that?
That's right, Maynard. They keep rivers from overflowing.
Yeah, and bees.
Now,
They
bees-
cart that pollen around and keep America green and
Yeah,
golden.
right, Maynard, right.
Yeah, and
Now,
horses.
Horses?
Yeah, they gallop around and keep the racetrack from coming up empty.
That's not what I mean.
Yeah, and butterflies. They keep them nature study cats from running around slapping their nets of hollow air. Yeah, and take bears. If they wasn't around to make rugs out of, babies have to get their pictures taken laying on that cold floor. Yeah, or chickens.
Maynard.
Bacon
Look.
just laying there for breakfast without no eggs to keep it company. Yeah, and pigs. Oh, eggs just laying there with no bacon to keep it company.
Maynard, enough!
And what about alligators? There was no alligators. Frankly, Dobe, you don't credit me for like digging these basic precepts.
Basic precepts.
Yeah, that was in the same movie,
Yeah.
Final Supreme Sacrifice.
Oh, say, I've got to get over to the shoe store. My life as a worker is about to begin.
So long, good buddy. I'll always remember you.
Morning, Moms.
No, Chatsworth, must you be so unsanitary this early in the morning?
Sorry, Mom.
No, your father had that same nasty habit. Another croquet ball, Fidelio. 4.
Oh, smashing shot, Moms. But be careful you don't break anything.
Oh, what difference does it make? Unless the ball travels more than 3.5 miles in any direction, whatever we break is ours. But you'd like Uncle Henry's potting shed?
But, Mom, you adore flowers.
Flowers indeed. He hasn't had a flower in there in 20 years.
Well, then what does Uncle Henry do in his potting shed?
He gets potted.
Well, I suppose every family must have a skeleton in the closet.
Oh, I don't mind him being in the closet. What I object to is when he goes down to the corner of 7th and Main and does the tango.
Not again.
We're the traffic cop. Now, come on, boy. Get yourself a mallet and let's whap a few here.
Not today, Moms. I've got to get downtown on business. Cheero.
Chatsworth, when you're in town,
Yes, Moms.
don't mingle.
No.
Hi, Daphne.
Oh, Dobie, Daddy and I have been waiting for you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daphne. The bus was late.
Never rely on mechanical transportation, young man. Use the feet. That's what they're for.
Oh, I do, sir. I wouldn't think of walking anywhere without them.
Daddy, this is Dobie Gillis.
Yes.
The boy I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm. How do you do, sir?
Well, the handshake is rather weak. I presume that your feet are in better condition.
Oh, they're tip-top. For feet, that is.
Yeah, and so do work. Now, I won't pay you a salary, and the commission is small. But you've got a great opportunity to...
Hi-ho there, gang.
Chatsworth.
What are you doing here, Chatsworth?
Daphne, my dear, I could scarcely sleep last night for thinking of you. I mean, I just tossed and turned till just all hours in my expensive Louis XIV bed.
Sympathy isn't going to help, Chatsworth. I've told you, the only kind of a boy I can respect is one who's willing to pitch in and work.
Namely me.
But that's precisely why I'm here, my kitten. For you, I will work. It's a madcap idea, all right, but we Osborns are notorious daredevils.
Chatsworth, how marvelous of you.
Yes, isn't it, though?
Well, daughter, at last the money that I spent on braces so your teeth could come in straight is coming home to roost.
Oh, wait a minute. This isn't fair. I was here first.
Chatsworth is entitled to a chance, too.
In some circles, it's called sportsmanship, or didn't you know?
You I'm ignoring. Well, anyhow, we still have our date tonight.
Maybe yes and maybe no.
What did Daphne? You promised.
Tonight, I'm going out with a boy who sells the most shoes.
Bully.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's
What
the
kind
matter,
of a...
Gillis, baby? You afraid of a smidgen of competition?
Me afraid of you, Chatsworth Osborne Jr.? Ha! Bring on those customers.
Oh, ladies. Why, it's an honor to serve two such charming creatures. Will you have a seat, please? Aren't they lovely?
They're just what I wanted, but I can't afford to pay $12.98.
Could you afford, say, $8.98?
Well-
$6.98.
Oh.
Name your price.
$3.98?
So.
Oh, wonderful. I'll have another pair for my sister-in-law. You must lose money on every pair of shoes you sell.
Oh, true, but we're closed on Sundays.
I told the whole neighborhood about your divine bargains.
And you were so right. I'll take 4 pairs.
And I'll take a few more pairs for my other sister-in-law.
The more the merrier. We aim to please. Now, that'll be $3.98 a pair.
We'll buy a full dozen if you'll make it $3 even.
It's a deal. God, man, what a shrewd bargainer you are.
There comes a time in every fella's life when a little voice inside him yells, quit.
Quit?
Sure, why not?
Because you can't.
Oh, Maynard, what's the use? How can I beat Chatsworth when he keeps paying for the shoes out of his own pocket?
Ooh, that's a crummy trick. Why don't you go tell the boss?
No.
How come?
Well, that's snitching, Maynard. I'm no stool pigeon.
Yeah. Hey, why don't you go tell Chatsworth's mother? She'd never let him work in a shoe store.
I just told you, I'm no stool pigeon.
Yeah.
Of course, if some good buddy went and told Chatsworth's mother, that'd be different, wouldn't it?
Sure, Dobe. Then you wouldn't be a stool pigeon, would you?
That's right, Maynard. I mean, if some good buddy went and told Chatsworth's mother, then it wouldn't be me, would it?
Yeah, I wonder who I can get. Ooh, let's see. Now, shh, quiet. I'm trying to think who I can get. Now, let's see. Who's your good buddy?
Oh.
Oh, drat. What in the world is that?
Like a fella.
Well, not very like. Today, you take this derelict around to the back door and have the cook give him a warm meal. You'll work, of course.
Work? Look, Mrs. Osborne, I didn't come for a meal. I came to tell you about Chatsworth.
Oh?
He's like your son.
I know who he is, you nasty fellow. What is it you want to tell me?
He's like in trouble.
Oh, that's impossible. School isn't in session.
He's like out of job.
Good heavens.
Like selling shoes.
Oh, how nasty.
Yeah, you ought to see him down there at Ruth's shoe store. Fitting and measuring and fitting and
Oh,
lacing.
now, I should be quite ill. Oh, Fidel. Bring the car around to the west gate. Make it a fast one with a siren. You get around to the kitchen and have the cook give you a warm meal and some clothes.
Madam, can I...
Work! You nasty fool!
Yeah, it was like living through another San Francisco earthquake.
It was scary.
Yeah. Well, Daphne, I won, didn't I? Tonight you're going out with me.
With you?
Yeah, well, I did better on the job than Chatsworth. He willed it in the stretch.
Well, that's true. Dobie, you're not much of a salesman, but you do have stick-to-it.
Yeah, I'm one of the stickiest.
Daddy, do you really think Dobie has a future in the shoe business?
Definitely.
As a salesman?
On a higher level.
Oh, gee.
If I have my way, he'll climb right to the top.
after I finished unpacking the crates and dusting the shelves, your father made me clean out the storeroom. I'm bushed.
You'll learn to take it in your stride. Now, where shall we go tonight?
Tonight? Go?
There's a dance at the Civic. Dobie.
I'll never look at another shoe again. Right, left.
Dobie. Dobie.
You know, working chaps are all right in the daytime, but at night, you just can't beat us playboys. Let's go. Night.
Daphne.
I want to explain.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I must have dozed off. Are you ready to go to the dance?
Well, to tell you the truth, Dobie, I don't feel much like dancing right now.
Really?
I'm a little tired. Aren't you?
Yeah, consider it. That's what you are, Daphne. Gee, you're the most understanding girl in the world.
You're very sweet, too, Dobie.
Yeah.
Well, good night.
Good night, Daphne.
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
All my life I've been searching for a girl. The girl. I want her to be beautiful and soft and pink and creamy. But if she isn't so beautiful, I won't mind too much, just so long as she's kind to me. And if she isn't kind, that isn't too important either. In fact, I'll take her if she's ugly and sort of mean, just so long as she's a girl. But I haven't got one chance in a million to find a girl who's lovely.
Thank you.
And desirable.
Thank you.
And enchanting.
Thank you.
And strange.
I'll take back the thank you.
I only meant that you're a stranger in this neighborhood.
Oh, well, I just moved into town from Cleveland.
Oh, unfortunate, unhappy Cleveland. Fortunate, happy us.
You're charming.
You are poetry. I'm Dobie Gillis. May I be your slave?
Well, I'm Delphine Quimby. No.
Oh, please, Delphine.
Keep your distance, caveman.
Yes, my princess.
Dobie, are all the boys around here like you?
I think you can safely say that I'm one of a kind.
Well, I think you can safely say that the other boys are glad.
Oh, hello, Chatsworth. Keep in touch, Chatsworth.
Hello, Jack. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
Which friend?
The delightful young creature you're trying to keep me from seeing.
Which delightful young creature I'm trying to keep you from seeing? Chatsworth.
Hello there. I'm Chatsworth Osborne, Jr. Where have you been all my life?
Oh, boy, what a corny approach.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Chatsworth. I'm Delphine Quimby.
Corny, but effective. As one of this town's more eminent personalities, may I offer my assistance to our delightful newcomer?
Well, I do have to find the principal's office and register in school.
Well, I shall be pleased to escort you.
No, now, just a minute, Chatsworth. Just a darn minute. I saw her first.
So?
So maybe she'd rather have me escort her to the principal's office.
I must admit you are better qualified.
Of course.
The poor chap spends half his life in the principal's office explaining his grade.
Chatsworth.
One more flunk and they're going to make him pay rent.
Never mind. Delphine, which of us do you want to go with?
So difficult to make a choice.
It certainly is. On the one hand, we have a debonair, sophisticated man of the world, and on the other, Dobie Gillis. Some choice.
Well,
I'll drive you there in my new convertible. It's imported, of course. Gillis, baby, what means of transportation do you intend to use?
Walking is wonderful exercise. It builds up the calves.
Oh, quite. And then later, my dear, we shall drop in at the malt shop where I have an unlimited charge account. Do you care to see my credit cards?
Credit card?
Gillis, baby, have you paid the 25 cents you owe, or are you still barred from the malt shop as a deadbeat? Come, my pet. On the way, we'll run the top of my convertible up and down. It's gads of fun.
bye, Dobie. I'm sorry.
She's sorry. What about me? I mean, the way I turned chicken, I could have been plucked and sold by the pound at some poultry market. But how do you fight a fella like Chatsworth Osborne, Jr.? He's smooth, and he has a fancy car, and all the money in the world, and the girls keep flocking around him. You know, the hateful type. What could I do to compete with him?
You can fight back in a good, clean, fair, red-blooded American way, like kicking his teeth in. That's what you can do. You are Herbert T. Gillis's son, and just as good as any man jack in that school. This is America, and every fellow in this country has got to get it through his head that he's just as good as every other fella. Don't let nobody shove you around. Don't let nobody scare you. Talk back when you got something to say. Speak up and pipe down. Can't you see I'm talking? Why do you think I answered my country's call to duty back in '42 and pulled myself up by my bootstraps to be a first sergeant? With the Good Conduct Medal, I'll tell you why. So that every smart, clear-thinking kid, and boys like you too, Dobie, could boo the umpire and rub elbows with the rich millionaires from the big houses up on the hill and live like we've been living in this country ever since Christopher Columbus first set foot on Plymouth Rock. Quiet, Winnie. Right now, that all men are created equal stuff don't apply to women.
Dad, I appreciate your advice, but I haven't got a chance against Chatsworth Osborne, Jr. He's too much competition.
What's wrong with a little honest competition?
Dobie, dear, would you want a girl that nobody else wanted?
Who would? But that's sure the dead-end street I'm headed for now.
Oh, nonsense. You're a fine boy, and you can compete on an equal footing with anybody for a girl or a job or anything you want from this world.
Right. A good fight is healthy for you. It's like getting on a bus, see? Everybody gets on together, men, women, and children, and then they see a vacant seat, and they all race for it on equal terms. That's the democratic way.
It comes a shock to you, but when your father was courting me, he faced quite a bit of competition.
I sure did. And I won.
Honest?
What difference does that make? I won, didn't I? Oh, I got a little sneaky once in a while, like the night I drained the gas tank on Fred Klaus's Rio when he was going to take your mother to the Bach Social, and I just happened to drive by in my Essex.
Why, Herbert, you devil.
Yeah, wasn't I? Oh, mostly it was Marquis of Queensborough rules, son. But when I saw something I wanted, I went out and grabbed it. And that Fred Klaus weighed 250 pounds and came from a mean family.
Dad, you're right. I'm going to fight for the girl of my dreams. I'll be a chip off the old block.
Attaboy, young chip. And remember, you can always come to me when you think you need advice from the old block's head.
It's a comfort to learn that parents serve some purpose in life, however small.
He's a nice boy.
Well, you get used to him.
Gillis Groceries. Oh, hello, Emily.
The back fence broadcasting system.
Fine. What's new, Emily? George Crute is getting a promotion.
Oh, good old George, whoever he is.
But his wife caught him coming into the house at 2 o'clock this morning.
Poor old George.
George got a terrible bawling out, and a new grocery store's opening up on Frisbee Street.
Poor old George.
And a new grocery store's opening up on Frisbee Street.
It's called Quimby's, and it's opening on Friday.
Why, there's hardly enough business in this neighborhood for one grocery store. Poor house, here we come.
Oh, Mrs. Frobish's baby's having the colic for the 3rd day in a row.
Drop Mrs. Frobish's baby. Where's your old in on the
Calm down, Herbert.
Calm calm down, Herbert. For 14 years, I've been sweating and slaving in this store, getting up every morning at 5 o'clock in the a.m. Striving and wheedling and trying to scrounge a few extra miserable bucks out of the tightwads that live in this neighborhood. And now here we are, ready to lose everything, and all you can think of to say is, calm down, Herbert, calm down.
Well, then I have another suggestion.
What?
Get excited.
Now listen, if nonsense. Okay, but I got a right to get excited. Why, that new grocery store's gonna steal the customers right out of our mouths.
Well, you said yourself the competition is healthy.
For other people, not for me.
Now, look, Herbert, I'm worried about this, too, but if this Quimby store is here, it's here. You can't yell it out of existence.
I can try.
I have a better idea.
What?
Why don't you go over to Quimby and welcome him and get a look at the prices that he's planning to charge, and don't let him know who you are.
If you think I'm gonna go traipsing over to that broken arm, no, that's a pretty shrewd, underhanded idea, Winnie.
Well, I'm a pretty shrewd, underhanded character.
I wish I was a shrewd and underhanded character. But I'm open and honest and full of love. Love for Delphine Quimby. Ah, Delphine. When I think of her, I feel strong and sure. No longer am I tossed about willy-nilly like an aimless, drifting piece of wreckage.
You rang?
Oh, hello, Maynard.
Hey, Dobe, you're kind of hot and bothered. You got like a fever or something?
Oh, no, Maynard, no. I'm in love. And love has made my whole inner being warm and glowing.
Man, why waste all the heat on a chick when you could, like, put it to good use and burn down the school?
No, Maynard, you don't understand. I like feeling warm inside. The only trouble is Chatsworth Osborne Jr.'s after this girl, too.
That's square.
Yeah. I just wish I could show Delphine that he's not as good as he says he is.
Yeah. Hey, I happen to know he likes cheats on his schoolwork.
He does? How?
He likes studies.
Thanks, Maynard, thanks. You've been very helpful.
I owe it to you. You're like my good buddy.
Yeah. I got Delphine's address from the principal's office. I'm going over to her house now and give Chatsworth a real fight. It's the law of the jungle.
Yeah, I heard about that. The survival of the fattest.
Yeah. That's fittest.
Yeah, fittest.
Yeah. You see, Maynard, in this world there are the haves and the have-nots. And the have-nots must fight to get what they want from the haves.
Yeah, like two dogs barking and growling over the same bone.
Yeah, that's good, Maynard. You see?
Or a couple of squirrels coursing tails over the same nut.
Right.
Yeah,
now,
or two robin redbreasts batting wings over one dinky little nest.
Yeah.
Take owls.
Owls?
There's only room in them branches for one owl to sit around mumbling, hoot, hoot. But that don't stop.
Maynard,
no, sir.
No.
They keep hooting until one of them winds up the champion hooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
Or ducks.
Maynard.
Look how they fly in them V-shaped formations.
Yeah.
Only one little wacky leader can be out in front leading the bunch.
Maynard.
But they flap around and quack at each other till they pick a duck leader.
Maynard, enough!
How about tuna fish?
I've got to get over to Delphine's.
Yeah, I think I'll go along with you. Maybe she'd like to hear about the tuna fish.
Oh, yeah, this is it, Quimby's. I guess Delphine's father runs the store.
Man, what a lucky cat. Finding a pet with his name already painted on the door.
That's right, Maynard. How do you do, sir?
Like hi, sir.
I'm sorry, boys. The store isn't open yet.
Sure it is. We just came through the door.
No. I mean, it isn't open for business.
Well, that's all right. We never have enough loot to, like, buy anything anyway.
Maynard.
You live in this neighborhood, boy?
I like to be near my family.
Are they all like you?
Yes, sir. Except my mother. She's, like, shorter.
Maybe I was a little too hasty when I moved away from Cleveland.
Yes, sir. I just came in to see Delphine. I'm Dobie Gillis.
Well, hello. I'm Delphine's father.
How do you do, sir?
I'm Maynard G. Krebs, and my father's much like me either. He's like left-handed.
Gillis. You live around here, too?
Yes, sir. My dad owns Gillis's Grocery over on Norwood Street.
Oh.
What kind of a store are you opening?
Open your eyes, man. You're like selling boxes.
What?
You're selling boxes. Oh, you've got it up here, boy.
Hi, Dobie.
Oh, hi, Delphine. This is my friend Maynard G. Krebs.
How do you do, Maynard?
Like hi.
Maynard's just leaving.
I am?
Yes, Maynard. Delphine and I have a very important matter to discuss.
We do?
You bet we do. Chatsworth Osborne Jr. may have won the first round this afternoon, but I have only begun to fight.
Yay, good buddy!
Maynard, you were leaving.
Oh, just when things starting to swing. Do I, like, have to?
You like have to, like so long.
Like likewise.
Delphine, my great tawny animal, we live by the law of the jungle. Now that I've found you, competition will only spur me on to greater efforts.
Hi, Mr. Gillis. That cookie, you didn't by any chance buy it at Quimby's grocery store, did you?
Oh, no, sir. I'm always like too chapped to buy anything, so I always shop at your place.
Quimby's grocery store? Yeah, I'm on my way over there right now to find out what that crook is up to.
Like, stop, Mr. Gillis.
Don't go there. Let go of me.
Oh, Mr. Gillis. It's like dangerous in that neighborhood, Mr. Gillis. They're expecting like a typhoon or a hurricane or an earthquake or maybe both.
Maynard, they ought to declare your head a disaster area.
Oh, Dobie, I'm so glad I found you. I could never be interested in a boy as conceited as that Chatsworth Osborne Jr.
Yeah.
Here, let me help you. Oh. There, that's a lover's knot.
Oh, really? Delphine, you're as smart on the inside as you are beautiful on the outside.
Oh, boys like him are so shallow and self-satisfied.
Yeah.
Would you help me with this breakfast food card?
I am at your command, my soft pink angel.
I mean, I've had enough of those shiftless playboys in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, when a girl reaches 17 and becomes mature, she prefers the more modest, sincere type.
Yeah.
And now the ketchup bottles.
Of course. Delphine, I don't like to brag, but I have a reputation of being one of the truly modest, sincere types of the North American continent.
I knew that the moment I saw you, Dobie.
Yeah. Here, let me stack these crackers for you, my sweet. You see, crackers? Ketchup, breakfast food. Delphine, what kind of a store is it? No, don't tell me.
What's the matter with you? It's a grocery store.
I asked you not to tell me.
Dobie, what's the matter with you? You're acting very strangely.
I've devoted a lifetime to avoiding at my father's store, and here it just snuck up on me.
Dobie!
My father will murder me. I gotta get out of here. Maynard, will you please get out of the way?
Your father.
Maynard, whatever you're trying to tell me, it can wait.
He can wait now.
How do you do? I'm one of your new neighborly neighbors in the neighborhood.
Oh, how do you do, sir? We don't open the store till Friday.
Well, that's all right. I just dropped in to look around.
I'll be my guest.
How much you have to pay a kid like that to work here?
Oh, we don't pay him anything.
Wouldn't that frost you? I raise my own help, and I don't get that kind of a break.
How does the store look to you, sir?
Oh, okay. Say, how much you getting for this soap here?
Which soap?
This one.
Oh, that brand is selling for 38 cents a box.
38 cents a box, but you could charge 45 and get rid of every box in the store.
45 cents? Isn't that a little overpriced?
Well, the grocer over on the next street's charging 50.
Gillis?
Of course. He is such a beloved figure in the neighborhood that the customers just pay him anything he asks. However, if you were to show him a bargain, who can tell?
Well, I don't know. If my customers should find me charging such exorbitant prices, they might walk out of here and never come back again.
Try it. I'm only suggesting it for your own good.
Thank you, sir. You are a fine citizen.
And a veteran. How much you getting for these peaches?
21 cents a can.
Gillis is getting 30.
No.
Yes, why, you could charge 28 for these and clean up.
Well, thank you very much, Mr.
Dobbs, Fred C. Dobbs, yes.
You've been a big help.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind helping out when just... Dobbs is the name, Fred C. Dobbs. I'm just a civic-minded citizen checking on business conditions in the neighborhood.
Oh, yes, sir, I understand, Mr.
Dobbs, Fred C. Dobbs. I'm in plumbing.
Do you have any more suggestions, Mr. Dobbs?
Yeah, charge $1.98 for a liver, and your customers will never stop talking about you.
But everybody else gets $1.25.
Gillis is getting $3. Goodbye, Mr. Quimby, and good luck.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gillis.
Afternoon, Ma. Charming. Does it have a name?
Yes. It's called Untitled.
Fascinating. Well, what does it represent?
How do I know? It's called Untitled.
Of course.
Chatsworth, painting is beginning to mean a great deal to me.
I quite understand, Mater.
It's an emotional release. It gives me the opportunity to express myself. It gives me the chance to forget you and the memory of your father, God rest him.
Moms, I'm devoted to you.
Oh, devoted but nasty. You're an Osborne. The older you get, the nastier you are.
Well, the curse of aristocracy.
You know, your great-grandfather, Phineas Osborne III, lived to be 94. You know what he died of?
What, pray tell?
Nastiness.
Fuchsia. Mums, I need your help.
Naturally. What is it this time?
I'm about to lose a young lady to a grocer's son.
Oh, how degrading.
You must help me win her back, or I shall lie down on the floor and hold my breath until I turn purple.
That's an excellent idea. That's the way your father won me.
But, Mums, you've got to help me.
Chatsworth, I will not.
Very well. I'll do it myself. Fidelio?
Oh, here's an Osborne. Whatever he does, I know it'll be next.
Dobie, I think you better leave before Daddy gets mad.
Here I might be in trouble. At home, I'm sure of it. My father's temper is not exactly.
Chatsworth.
I thought you were through with him.
I am.
That, my proud beauty, remains to be seen.
Now, wait a minute, Chatsworth.
Oh, back, peasant.
Back,
Mr.
peasant.
Quimby.
Yes, sir?
I am Chatsworth Osborne, Jr. What does that name mean to you?
The 300-acre estate on the top of the hill. 28 rooms, 8 bathrooms, surrounded by a 16-foot fence.
With broken glass embedded in the top. Yes, you've heard of it.
I most certainly have. Is there anything I can do for you, sir? Anything at all?
There is. Can you fill this order?
Oh, I'm sure I can. Caviar, 10 pounds.
Imported.
Anchovies.
The finest.
Italian cheeses, Polish hams, pheasants.
Plump.
Do you realize this order must be worth at least $200?
Naturally, we do not entertain the beer and Skittles set.
Well, I can run right down to the warehouse and have this order filled for you immediately, Mr. Osborne. Sir.
Excellent. And we will bring you a similar order at least once a week, more often when the crowd returns from the Bermuda yacht races.
Thank you. Do you hear that, Delphine? We're on our way. We'll be rich and prosperous. New fur coats for your mother. A trip to Florida.
Quite. Mr. Quimby, there is one small condition attached to these profitable orders we intend to place with you.
Anything, sir. Anything at all.
I would like a date with your daughter.
Sure thing, my boy. Delphine, I want you to take the rest of the day off from work. I want you to go out with this charming young man.
I will not.
She will not.
Who asked you?
Delphine is not to be bought and sold.
I'm not a chattel.
No.
Upstairs, chattel, and put on your new dress.
No, Daddy.
When I told you I'd throw you out of the house if I ever caught you wearing again.
Rather amusing contest of will.
Mr. Quimby, I'm shocked that you would treat your daughter in such a way.
Oh, pipe down.
Never. This is America, and every man, and that means boys too, has a right to fight for the woman of his choice on equal terms.
Oh, has Chatsworth been upsetting the working classes again? Oh, that nasty boy.
Mrs. Osborne, what Chatsworth is doing is horrible and, well, un-American.
Horrible, yes. Un-American, no. Why, our ancestors were here months before those Johnny-come-lately pilgrims.
That's just the point. They came over here and fought for freedom. Take this ancestor. Obviously a fine, upstanding soldier of the Revolutionary War.
He rowed the boat for Benedict Arnold.
Well, look at this wonderful face. A rugged Indian fighter.
That was Geronimo Osborne.
Geronimo Osborne?
He joined the Apache tribe. Wyatt Earp had to shoot him.
I'll bet this little old lady did plenty to make you proud of her.
She worked for Betsy Ross. She kept trying to change the color of the flag to black and orange. They finally got her for counterfeiting. Moll Osborne, they called her. Oh, she was a mess.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Osborne. I didn't mean to drag out all the family black sheep.
But you have, haven't you?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Well, but your point is well taken.
It is?
Yes, where but in America would our beastly relatives have had the freedom to behave as abominably as they did?
True.
Gillis, Chatsworth needs a kick in the ancestors. What would it take for you to compete with him on equal terms?
Money.
In other words, would a substantial grocery order each week serve the purpose?
Would it? Dad'd have to pay me a salary to help fill it, and I'd be able to take Delphine out.
Yeah, so be it. Then I shall divide my groceries equally between Quinby and Gillis.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Osborne. You're a real human being.
Yes, now this is Oliver Osborne at Bunker Hill. He wasn't there long enough to see the whites of their eyes.
And 6 pounds of imported dates.
I'll go out in the storeroom and unpack them. I gotta hand it to you, boys. Since we've been getting these Osborne orders, we're in top financial shape.
Yeah.
Even with the 50 cents an hour I'm paying.
Yeah, 75 cents an hour.
75, now listen.
75 cents an hour, Herbert. I heard you promise.
Okay, Benedict Arnold.
A friend of the Osborne.
Hi, Dobie. Mrs. Gillis. Hello, dear.
Hi, Delphine. Gee, Delphine, I'm sorry about the dance tonight, but we've got to get Mrs. Osborne's orders filled.
Oh, that's all right. I understand. I just dropped by to tell you how proud I am that you're helping your father like this.
Yeah. Well, it's partly loyalty and mostly the money he's paying me. But it's for us, my sweet, even though it's keeping us apart right now.
I say, come on, Delphine, baby.
You're going to the dance with him?
Well, I wanted to go with you, Dobie, but you're so busy working tonight. Well, what could I do?
Ta-ta, chap. Happy packing.
Mom?
What, dear?
I gotta kill that boy. I just got
Beat for the opera. Hey, good buddy.
Oh, hi, Maynard.
Hey, let's say we ankle it down to the malt shop.
No, I can't, Maynard. I'm working. I'm filling this order for Mrs. Osborne.
Dobe, you've changed.
Well, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe you ought to try it, too. Here, put on an apron and come to work.
Oh, no. You've already changed. Now, if I change and you've changed, how are we going to know who we are?
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dream one at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. 'Cause Dobie has to have a girl to call his own. Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone. Dobie.
My friend Maynard G. Krebs is a truly beautiful human being. On the inside, I mean. Now, on the outside, well... Maynard, everybody's watching. Chatsworth in a Western, you'd root for the Indians. Dizzy Gillespie.
Where?
Ah, Sleeping Beauty has returned to the land of the living.
Like, hi. Where's everybody been?
Ever since I've been a teacher, lo, these many years, I've learned to expect a certain deficiency of communication between pupil and instructor. I've experienced this unhappy state of affairs in varying degrees, sometimes small, often considerable. But never, Mr. Krebs, never until you registered in this class has this lack of communication reached absolute perfection. And for this, I owe you thanks.
Oh, it was like nothing.
I know, but thanks anyway. For the bleak present, shall we all turn to page 281 of this week? Since I am too young to retire, and thanks to you now too shaky to be drafted, I shall see you all tomorrow at this same time. On your mark. Get set. Dismiss. Oh, Mr. Osborne.
Yes.
I want to congratulate you on your excellent term paper.
Yes, it was rather smashing, wasn't it?
Especially the subject matter. The care and preservation of family fortunes accrued before the outrageous tax boost of 1889.
Fascinating,
That's
isn't it?
the word, fascinating.
You know, taxation of the aristocracy is the bugaboo of my social circle.
And a square circle.
Yeah. Mr. Milfloss, I know we have entered the era of the common man, but this is ridiculous.
Please, I have enough fighting when my wife starts in on me for not going into air conditioning.
Mr. Milfloss, I must inform you that I shall not be attending class next week. I shall be in Bermuda.
In the middle of the semester?
Well, of course. It's the yacht racing season.
Oh, forgive me. I have raced a yacht and, must be days.
Days. You see, in the interscholastic Blue Water Trophy sale...
Interscholastic
Blue Water Trophy sale, yes. Our school colors will fly from the mast of my speedy 51-foot sloop. And I shall strive my utmost for good old Central High. Ship ahoy, mateys.
Boy, what a creep.
The creepiest. I mean, a boy like Chatsworth Osborne Jr. is bound to be different.
Yeah.
Remember, he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Ooh, no wonder he talks like funny.
Please, Maynard. The teachers' union says that during recess, I am entitled to 8 carefree, relaxed minutes during which I am to think happy thoughts.
Yeah, well, we're sorry to bother you, Mr. Milfloss, but this is important. Maynard has a problem.
Now, how can I help you, Maynard?
Come on, Doe. We gotta, make tracks.
No, Maynard, no. You have a problem. You can't run away from it.
I'm not trying to run away from it. I just wish it had run away from me.
Maynard.
Now, this sounds serious.
It is, Mr. Milfloss. It's a question of Maynard's whole future.
Well, that's a question in itself.
What's to become of it?
You mean, whither is he drifting?
Yeah.
Yeah, like whither?
I don't quite understand. This has been Maynard's problem for... How old are you, Maynard?
Like 18.
Whither is he drifting has been Maynard's problem for 18 years. Why the sudden panic?
Well, yesterday when he got a -2 on
-2?
Yeah, on his history exam, we decided it was time for action.
Yeah, I answered 2 questions wrong the teacher didn't even ask.
Yeah.
Whither am I drifting?
Well, Maynard. Mr. Milfloss, you're a nice man.
Thank you.
And smart, too.
Thank you.
For a teacher. I mean, somebody has to save Maynard, and we picked you.
Well, those are the breaks.
Look, Mr. Milfloss, Maynard isn't hopeless. He has a friendly personality.
True.
And an upright moral character.
True.
And a good head on his shoulders. No kidding, Mr. Milfloss. Maynard would really amount to something if we could ever get him moving in the right direction. But he keeps going around in circles.
Yeah, I'm like dizzy.
Yeah.
Maynard, your problem is not unique. Many young men these days find themselves in your shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the same situation. They lack a goal in life.
Maynard, what Mr. Milfloss means is, does anybody depend on you?
I got like 4 goldfish.
Do any people depend on you?
Yeah.
Dobie? No, I kind of like depend on him.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Like nobody.
You take it from me, Maynard. If somebody depended on you, counted on you, looked up to you, you'd soon find that your life would take on purpose and direction.
I gotta get some more goldfish.
No, what you need is a girl.
A girl?
Sure, Maynard. It happens to everybody.
Oh, no, I'm scared of chicks, Dobe.
Oh, now
In the
that's
movies,
silly.
they eat all my popcorn. They run ahead of me through doors. And in the girls' gym, they giggle about me.
Don't worry, Maynard. Someday you'll find a girl who really needs you, and then you'll forget all about your little problems.
Yeah.
Where am I gonna find a chick that, needs me? I mean, don't it have to be somebody I'm better than?
Well, all right, so Maynard needs somebody who needs him. But who? Or what? And why? Nope, it's a sad but true question. Who needs him?
Like who needs me?
Maynard, stop running yourself down.
Name like one person who needs me. Well?
Just a minute, I'm thinking.
See? I'm like lost. Doomed.
You've always got me.
Yeah, I'm like lost. Doomed.
Thanks a lump.
No, good buddy. I just meant that you don't need me. If I was to flake off someplace, you'd keep swinging and never even know it was gone. I'm like lost. Doomed.
Maynard, cut that out. Of course I'd miss you if you went away. I depend on you to talk to and...
Dope, clue me on how much you missed me if I wasn't here. Dope.
Daddy? My name's Dobie Gillis. You're a vision of loveliness.
Pardon, mais je ne comprends rien.
Huh?
Est-ce qu'il n'y a personne qui parle français? Il me faut aller au bureau du principal.
Oh, German girl, huh?
Aidez-moi, s'il vous plaît. Je suis étrangère ici et il me faut aller au bureau du principal immédiatement.
Oh, I got it. You're French. Yeah, mademoiselle.
Ah, tu parles français?
No.
Mais c'est
Wait a
magnifique,
minute,
c'est
no,
super.
see, me, Americano. What are you looking for? Looking, you know? Where are you going? Go. Can I help you? Just say, what did I say? I'm only trying to talk to you. You don't speak very good English, do you?
Don't. Quit your yammering at the poor chick. Here.
Oh, merci, mon cher protecteur.
It's okay. You're giving her the willies.
Celui qui a commencé, il me dit que je pouvais
Anytime.
aller...
Wait a minute. You speak French?
French? I don't even speak English.
Then how do you know what she's saying?
I don't know, Pops. Just kind of like dig what she says. It's got a beat.
Oh, man.
It's all right, immigrant girl. Dobie didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, merci.
Oh, Maynard G. Krebs. I'll dig you later, good buddy. You stick with me.
Il n'y a pas moyen de me faire comprendre. Oh, Ménage, j'y crève.
Yeah, come on.
How do you figure it? I mean, here was this lovely creature who was so Parisienne that she made Maurice Chevalier look like he came from Cleveland. And she was talking up a storm to Maynard, who has trouble reading a label on a bottle of French dressing. I mean, it was spooky. But they sure seemed to understand each other. And for a while, it was the best thing that ever happened to Maynard. Can I help you, mademoiselle?
Je ne comprends pas, monsieur. Je ne comprends pas du tout ce que vous dites.
Would you like a seat? Huh?
Écoute, vous voulez pas m'aider? Je suis si malheureuse parce que je
here we
n'arrive
go
pas à
again.
comprendre l'américain.
Never fear.
Vous voulez
Maynard's
pas
here.
m'aider? Vous voyez, mon père m'a demandé de venir ici, mais je ne comprends personne. Oh, Ménage G. Krebs, tu es magnifique, si gentil.
Yeah, likewise.
Maynard, stop holding out on
Lui, là, il me
Who is
parle
she?
tout le temps.
Her handle's
je comprends
Francois
pas ce qu'il veut me
Desjardins,
dire.
and her parents in some place called
Je suis
Paris.
élève,
In
il
France,
me
I
demande
think.
si
She's
je veux
going to go to
pas
school for a couple of months
mais
while
je
her father finishes up some kind of
comprends
business.
pas. Alors,
Maynard,
vous
that's
voulez pas
amazing.
m'aider
You're not bad for a cat that flunked French 4
Aidez-moi,
times.
Vous voulez pas?
You flunked French 4 times?
Yeah, but I cheated.
Non, Ménage.
Yeah.
Oh, Ménage
Cool
G.
it, Francois
Krebs,
chick. I got you
je serais
covered.
perdue, Jean. Oh,
Well,
c'est
good morning,
Yeah,
vraiment
yeah.
pas m'aider.
Shall we all turn to page 281? Oh, a newcomer.
Mr. Milfoss, sir.
Please, Mr. Krebs, I'll talk to the young lady. Have you filled out your registration papers, miss?
Mr. Milfoss likes...
Down, boy, down.
Pourquoi parlez-vous comme ça, mon cher Ménage G. Krebs? Vous êtes un mauvais homme, pas sympathique. Vraiment, alors il est le
Mademoiselle.
plus gentil de vos élèves ici.
Mr. Krebs.
Et vous le
Like, yes,
traitez
sir?
comme un
Maybe I better,
étranger.
like,
Et
let
qu'est-ce que
you
c'est que ces
handle this.
manières?
Like, yes,
Vraiment,
sir.
cet homme, il est pourtant bien gentil avec moi. Vous êtes un drôle de
Oui.
professeur, voilà.
That crepe suit, that's too hot for me to handle.
Chair.
Cher?
Sit. Pencil.
Pencil?
Like paper.
Paper?
Mr. Milfoss, we're like ready.
Maybe a long time before I am.
He's like a teacher.
Teacher?
Mr. Milfloss,
Yes, Mr. Gillis?
this is Maynard G. Krebs. He's like a friend of mine.
I'm so happy for you both.
Maynard was on clouds 9 through 109 inclusive. He'd finally found somebody who needed him, and it was turning him into a man. It was beautiful.
The back part of the hole. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous.
Oh, mais c'est très bien, c'est très très bien.
Now you do the one I taught you in English. Yeah, like cool.
What Mr. Milfloss said really came true. Now that Maynard had somebody who needed him and looked up to him, he knew whither he was drifting.
Right away, his grades started to get better. They were rapidly rising to a D average. And then, disaster.
Hi-ho, gang. Home is the sailor, home from the sea. Hello, Mr. Watts.
Welcome home, Mr. Osborne. How did you make out at the yacht race?
2 firsts and a second.
Oh, congratulations.
Here, our school colors. They flew from the mast of my speedy
51-foot sloop.
I would have had a clean sweep except for some beastly trouble with the lightning foretop jibsail.
Those lightning foretop jibsails will get you every time.
Well. What have we here?
Oh, je m'assieds ici parce qu'on m'a dit que c'est une chaise inoccupée.
Hoist your bilge pump and vag off, Chatsworth. You don't like dig your lingo.
Oh, not your lingo, perhaps, mon enfant. But Mumsy and I have not been wintering in the Riviera just for the pâté de foie gras, you know. Mademoiselle, c'est un grand plaisir de vous bienvenir à notre pays et à notre école. Your hand. Je m'appelle Chatsworth Osborne Feast. Chatsworth Osborne Feast. It means Chatsworth Osborne the son, or in your vernacular, Junior.
Oh, well, sure, everybody knows that.
May we? We may.
All right, my young multilinguals. Class dismissed.
Comment drôle, ces Américains, n'est-ce
Vous
pas?
parlez français comme un vrai Parisien, monsieur Osborne Fils.
On m'appelle Chatsworth, ma chère.
Je m'appelle Françoise.
Françoise Desjardins.
Oh, non, Ménard. Faire quelque chose qui me peut apprendre de quelqu'un qui me comprenne. Par exemple, est-ce que vous connaissez le professeur et c'est ce qui est difficile?
François,
Aussi,
Vega, Gillis, baby.
Est-ce que vous connaissez Ménard?
Ménard, oh, bien sûr, bien sûr.
Françoise Desjardins. Aussi que je l'aimais parce qu'elle était...
Doomed. Lost.
Maynard, stop dramatizing. She's only a girl.
Only a girl? The only girl I ever liked look on like a girl. I'm lost. Doomed.
This really hit you, didn't it?
Right in the heart.
Here, Maynard. That's okay. Maynard, you're not going to lose, Francois.
That Chatsworth Osborne Feast.
She went for you once.
Yeah, only the old Feast barreled in. But Jim, she can like talk.
You talked to her.
No, we like Doug. We didn't like talk.
Well, that proves your 2 hearts beating as one. Maynard, love can overcome any obstacle.
Not all them parley-voos and silver plates.
Yeah, leap over the language barrier. Appeal to her as a man.
Me? Dobe, you gotta be Josh.
No, Maynard, we're gonna give you a complete overhaul. You're as good as Chatsworth any day. First, some new clothes.
What's wrong with these?
This might be tougher than I thought.
Good buddy. Do I like it to sell my platters in hi-fi gear?
You like have to if you're gonna have any money.
But it's like losing my right arm with my beard.
Maynard, no money, no clothes. No clothes, no Francois.
No argument.
No.
Hey, hi, Maynard.
Like hi, Riv. You know my good buddy Dobie.
Hi, Riv.
Yeah, I saw him walk by a Dizzy Gillespie album without bowing. Hey, you got some loot? You coming in for some free spinning?
I came in to sell my platters in hi-fi.
Oh, Pops, you been like drafted?
No, it's like a chick.
That's worse. I take it she got tipped you tapped out, true?
She ain't been broken in yet.
What would you do if she was a Lawrence Welk record?
Drop her.
Now stay out of this, Riff. She's Maynard's girl.
Would you tell us how long to wait in the bus?
There are more important things in life than jazz.
Well, man, like, ain't he been reported to some committee?
Don't be rough, Riff. He ain't had our advantages.
Maynard, hurry up and sell this stuff. This place gives me the creeps.
Like Vice and like Versa.
How much you gonna throw me for the whole heap? I got some sounds in there that are so progressive, nobody understands them. And man, that preamp, it really shakes.
Man, I'm gonna do you like a favor.
Yeah, like how much?
Like nothing.
Like nothing.
Like zero.
Man, you're like putting me on.
No, I'm like doing it for your own good. You gonna toss all this down the drain for like a 5'2" eyes of blue?
I'm like ape over.
Look, you're a swinging protest cat. And I protest if you quit protesting.
But I like gotta quit.
Man, you're like flipping.
Look, stay out of this, Riff. You're running a record shop, not a Lonely Hearts Club.
Why don't you go find out if Dr. Schweitzer will make a house call?
Now, that's silly.
Oh, you're in trouble, brother. He's an advanced case.
Look, Maynard, either sell the stuff or let's get out of here.
Yeah, buy it, Daddy-O. I'd hate to sell it to a stranger. You know, one of them.
You're like losing me, man.
I'll be like back.
They never come back. Like farewell, Maynard. What do you got?
I got 5 Thelonious Monk albums.
Thelonious Monk? That's like the kid selling Lassie.
2 Miles Davis, 2 Cal Jaded, To Ahmed Jamal.
Hold it. What's this doing in there? Sal Mineo recites Alice in Wonderland?
That's one of my mother's.
Your mother?
It took a lot of weeping and wailing, but Maynard finally sold his records and got enough money to buy a new sport jacket and a shirt. But that was only the preliminary. The main event was still to come, and Maynard was going to get hit right where it hurts.
Shave off my beard?
You gotta do it, Maynard. Show Francois that you've really become a gentleman.
Shave off my beard?
It's a symbol of the kind of life you're leaving behind.
Shave off my beard?
All right. Forget about it. Run around for the rest of your life looking like a
slob.
I was gonna say eccentric. However.
You're right, Dobie. I'm a slob. I gotta do it.
Oh, you won't be sorry, Maynard. It'll change your whole way of living. They'll call you that clear-eyed, clean-cut Maynard G. Krebs.
Yeah.
You won't be an outsider. You'll belong.
Shave off my beard?
Shave off his beard? Oh, sure. Yeah, bring him over in a half hour. Okay. Maynard Krebs. They want me to shave off his beard.
Maynard Krebs? I gotta tell my kid. This is like seeing Haley's Comet.
Now relax, Maynard. Everything will be fine.
Dobe, I'm scared.
Now, Mr. Sneed is a very experienced barber. Aren't you, Mr. Sneed?
Why, in 22 years, I haven't lost a patient yet.
You hear that, Maynard? Pretty funny, huh?
Good buddy, I won't like out.
Maynard, now there's nothing to worry about. I'll be right here next to you.
Promise?
I promise. Maynard. Maynard, I'm right here.
Gee, I feel like Benedict Arnold.
It's for his own good. Shave him already. That's not burning him, is it?
Oh, no. Thank goodness he just fainted. Now for the unveiling.
Job?
Yeah?
Is that me?
That's you.
Ooh, I'm like beautiful.
Hi, Mr. Milford.
Hi, Mr. Milford.
Like who?
It's me, Maynard.
You're kidding, aren't you?
No, sir. It's him, all right.
Ah, mademoiselle.
Maynard, c'est toi?
Maynard G. Krebs. For you, ma chère Francois. Kind of tough to do with sneakers.
Qu'as-tu le fait, là?
You dropped your flowers, Francois. You dropped your...
Dites-moi, quand vous étiez à Paris,
I'll
où
pick them
êtes-vous
up for you,
resté?
Francois.
À l'hôtel moderne sur la place de la République.
Here's your flowers,
Oh,
Francois.
mon
Et
hôtel
vous?
favori est sur la place de la
François.
Concorde. Oh, mon
Vous
hôtel
connaissez?
favori, moi, il est sur la place de la Concorde. Mais je connais votre hôtel aussi, je suis
You don't want my
très
flowers.
Je connais cet hôtel-là.
I got no girl.
Petit
I got no beard.
pour les étudiants.
Oui, c'est ça. Moi, quand vous étiez ici à Paris,
Maynard.
je connais-
Maynard. Francois.
Vous
Maynard.
savez-
Maynard, can you get along without us, Mr. Milfoss?
I'd certainly like to try.
I'm like lost. Doomed. Doomed. Lost.
Maynard.
Maynard, we're not going through that again.
She like hates me. She looked right through me like I was indivisible.
Maynard, that's invisible.
Yeah, invisible.
I know you're suffering, but you've just got to be brave.
How can I? I'm like naked.
Maynard, I'll make it up to you. Yeah, let's go over to the malt shop. I'll treat. How about the movies? They're showing a great double feature. The Monster That Devoured Cleveland and The Son of the Monster That Devoured Cleveland. Maynard, remember, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Ask me, I know. Uh-oh. Chatsworth is pretty mean to come down here just so you can rub it in.
Unfortunately, chap, that's not why we're here at all.
Parlez maintenant.
Ah, Tom, ma chère. You can't know how this pains me, but Francoise wants me to give you a message.
Like a message?
I don't want to do it, but we members of the aristocracy have a certain obligation to our social inferiors. Noblesse oblige, they call it.
Go on already.
Well, she wants me to tell you that tu insistes.
J'insiste.
J'insiste. Go
Dites-lui
ahead.
que je l'aimais parce qu'il était bon et aussi que je vous parlais parce que j'avais tellement envie de parler le français.
Francoise wants me to tell you that the only reason she ever paid any attention to me was because she was dying to speak French with someone, anyone. Oh, how degrading.
Aussi que je l'aimais parce qu'il était tellement bon.
Also because you were good.
Like true.
Et gentil.
And kind.
Like true.
Avec un cœur d'or.
Like true.
Wait, Krebs, baby, I didn't even translate it yet.
I need you. I dig what she says.
Mais il a changé, il porte de nouveaux habillements et il acte comme un garçon différent.
She liked me the way I used to be with my beard and my sweatshirt.
Le garçon que je vois maintenant, il n'est pas le vrai Maynard G. Krebs.
She says
The way I am now is not the real Maynard G. Krebs.
La true, la true.
You haven't lost her, Maynard. She just wants you the way you used to be.
Yeah. My sweatshirt.
Oui, oui.
Yeah, my beard.
Oui.
And Francois. Man, that's living.
Vive le Maynard. Vive le Dobie.
Vive la France.
Vive the Eiffel Tower. I got a letter from Francois, from Paris.
Oh, that's great, Maynard. What's she got to say?
Well, I tried to read it, but you know, she's French.
Oh, well, here, maybe I can make it out. You couldn't read this.
Not a word.
It's written in English.
Hey, like, how about that? What's it say?
Once a gal was dreamy, Dobie. Once a gal was creamy, Dobie. Once a gal to call his own. Is she blonde? Is she tall? Is she dark? Is she small? Is she any kind of dreamboat at all? No matter, he's hers and hers alone.